So welcome everybody to another episode of Off the Clock with Mo. I got back another great guest from the last time. We got the most views on the last podcast I did with him. I think right now we sitting at 546 views, something like that. So I mean, and Rob is back. We got Rob back. Go ahead, let him know what you been up to. Working.
It's what I do, man. Working, providing, taking care of my wife and kids.
Did you cook on Father's Day?
No, they actually cook for me. Yo.
What?
Yeah, they cook for me. I had a great Father's Day, man. My wife and kids love me, bro. That's one thing I will acknowledge. They love me, man. They bought me some. I'm a sneakerhead, so they bought me these New Balance, and
okay.
I got a couple other items. I got a new safe for my guns and shit. I'm a gun head too.
Oh, okay.
They got a safe, stuff like that. Stuff for me, just for me, make me happy.
Yeah. I know the feeling, man. I know, being a father, you don't ask for much.
No, you just let them do it. If they do it right, they do it right. Because I know a couple people was talking about they got some socks.
Yeah, hey.
I was like, damn, I don't like you, bro.
No, I mean, if that's what they can get, that's what they can get. You know what I'm saying?
That's true too. It's better than nothing.
I used to not understand what it really meant when they would say it's the thought that counts. Mm-hmm. Because if somebody gave you some fucked up shit, you looked at it and said, what the fuck is this? And then see their face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see their face.
Messed up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the thought that even if I don't like it,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's still a thought. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of messed up, I agree.
Yeah, so I never really got into the whole gift thing. I mean, if you're gonna get it for me, that's fine, because I want you to do that because that's what you want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I asked to be a father. You ain't asked to be my child.
Right. That's true.
You know.
That's true.
But fathers. We I don't think we ever gonna get up there to Mother's Day though.
No,
we ain't ever gonna get up to that motherfucker.
I just told you when we was talking when I came in. They don't know how much they gonna miss their father till you gone, man.
Oh yeah.
Till you gone. Like they don't realize you just in place like a computer. Like like something you just rolling, you doing what you supposed to do, and then when you go, you're like, damn, something different.
Yeah. Cause my father, he just passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that too. Yeah.
May 31st. So we had his funeral like last week or so, and I went fishing today. And normally when I go fishing, and I got a new reel. I'm horrible at putting the string on the reel, so I would always go over there and have him do it because he just like doing that shit.
Right.
You can give him 200 reels, he gonna want to reel all of them in, and then I found myself having to do it my damn self, and I was in the garage with this damn reel and string just it looked like confetti. The damn string looked like confetti and shit. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna throw this shit away, try it again another day.
Yeah. Took you off though, not that he wasn't there for that part, huh?
Yeah, when you like you said, you want that person there sometime, and then when they gone, that's when you really miss them. Like you said with the father, when that father's gone, then that's when you really miss them. You ain't miss them when if I would have had 2 other reels, and I'd be like, you know what, I'll take him over there in 2 months. But now that it happened, I want to take him over there now, and he ain't here for me to take him over there. You know what I'm saying?
You blessed, because I ain't never had none of that. So
yeah,
my father wasn't there. I ain't never been fishing with my father or nothing. I ain't never even really been fishing. So without him, so fishing, that's something I always really wanted to do too, for real.
Oh yeah, it's relaxing.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, fishing is relaxing, man. You take your mind off the world for a minute, and you sitting there trying to catch this little ass fish or this big ass fish, and then shit, then you eat the motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you catch and keep?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
believe. Catch and release?
Hell no. I don't put in too much damn work. I done had to put a hook on this damn thing. I probably done got stuck with the damn hook. I gotta put the bait on the motherfucker. I don't know how many times one of them stole my bait. So when I get your ass, you mine.
So they eat the shit and swim off?
Yeah, if you don't hook it right.
Oh, okay. See, I ain't know.
If you don't hook it right. Because today I went fishing with my girl father, and he was putting the worm on his hook, but they kept taking it. And I went to look and see how he was doing it. He was doing it in such a way that it was easy for them to take. So I had to show him how to guide the whole worm on the hook. So when they go to bite on the motherfucker, they can't help but hit the hook.
I'm trying to picture these motherfuckers that smart that they I didn't know. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that. That's crazy. So they just come take the worm and swim off
and be gone. If you don't hook, if you don't do it right, they gonna get that worm and be gone. You're gonna pull your shit out the water, and you're gonna see all these little ass bites and shit, or nothing at all.
Animals have evolved. Huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. but like we were saying before, with the whole fishing and the sports things like that, one thing that I guess you could say both of us really is into. I know I'm into the Lions and into the Pistons. I know you a homer.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? I just went to the Tigers game last week.
Ooh, I'm waiting. I'm gonna go too. I'm trying to get it together to go soon too.
Man, them boys is playing.
Yeah, they is. The Tigers look good. I was just listening on the way over here. They talking about the moves they're gonna make heading into the playoffs. So I'm hoping that they get an extra bat, the starter, and a reliever. That's what we need. That's what I'm looking for.
They're the first team to 50 wins this year.
Yeah, best record in the MLB. I think basically that's tricky though. I don't think it means shit.
In baseball?
Nah, because the Dodgers is really we know the Dodgers is rough, And then I think it's a couple other teams in the National League that the Tigers will struggle with. And then you always, when you play the Yankees, you always know the Yankees gonna be tough. So
I mean, but they be losing.
Yeah,
that motherfucker Judge. What's my man's name? Judge.
Yeah, he a monster.
Yeah, he needs home runs, but they keep losing.
Yeah, they struggling with some pitching, I think.
Well, shit, I'll give up a home run to Judge and still beat you 5-3.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
Let's see how it's gonna go. I think the top baseball playoffs to me is the most intense. Crazy baseball and hockey, the most intense playoff.
You think hockey has the most intense playoffs?
You watch hockey?
I tried.
The Red Wings suck, right? So that's the reason why it's hard to do it. But if you ever sit and watch a hockey game or a hockey playoff game, that should blow your mind away. The high intensity is back and forth, and the scoring chances and the passing. Like when they slow it down and show it to you, I'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah,
pass it through some legs, through some sticks, boom.
I tried watching it years ago when I was a teenager. I tried watching hockey back when they had Bob Probert and Steve Eisman and all them, and they was winning. Yeah, I tried. I even went to a hockey game one time.
See, that's a bucket item. I want to go to a hockey game.
It's too damn cold for me.
Yeah, because it's ice down there.
Yeah, it's too damn cold for me.
It's the ice be under there when the Pistons in there playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
we went to the Anita Baker concert. They took the ice out. I thought the ice was going to be under the floor, but it was just concrete. They took the ice out.
Oh, you went to Anita Baker? How was Anita Baker?
I love Anita Baker, bro. I'm the old school. So, it was amazing, bro. All the aunties was in there.
Oh,
me and
man.
my wife went. That shit was amazing, bro. That's the only time I've been in Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You ain't went to a Pistons game yet?
Nope, not even one. Because first the Pistons sucked, and then the Pistons went crazy.
Yeah.
So now I think in a minute it's going to be too hard to get a ticket to get in there. I'm trying to get in there.
Well, next season, the ticket's going up.
Well, I don't mind because at least it's in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And I can park down there and find somewhere to go. One of my goals is to take my son to everything, all the stuff I ain't get to do. He been to a Lions game and he been to a Michigan game.
Oh,
shout out to my boy Phil Reed. One of my best friends work at Michigan, so I always.
Where'd y'all sit at?
Michigan.
Yeah.
We be like, okay, so on the side of the goalpost, like. I don't know. I want to say about, Michigan Stadium crazy. So when you say 80 rows, that's nothing.
Yeah, so you on the bench. Rows. You on the bench.
We right in that first bowl.
I went to a Michigan game one time. One of the best football atmospheres I ever went to.
It's amazing.
We tailgated with breakfast food and all type of shit like that.
It's amazing.
And we got to the game. Matter of fact, me and Badu went. I worked at GM for a minute. This lady she had season tickets, so she gave me some tickets to the U of M game playing Iowa. And them motherfucking benches, it's just a long bench that just go around
all the way around the whole stadium. Yeah, it's amazing.
And
I've been in like 5 Michigan games.
No one told me I should buy a chair with a back in it.
Yes, and a seat. That's your ass up when
because you want to go lean back, but then you're gonna be in somebody's lap and shit.
Yeah.
So you stuck sitting straight the hell up and shit for the whole damn game. Then the kids, they got the beach ball. They be pushing
all around the whole
damn stadium.
They be having liters of liquor in their pants. Michigan fans crazy though. They irritate, man. They be like down in the front saying sit down. And they'll be wanting you to sit down so they can see over the top. Like I'm a stand up the whole game type of person. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But it's the like you said, it's one of the best atmospheres in sports I ever seen in my life, especially when they win it.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's a real tight game that you can feel every move, every play is like right down the tip for you, for real.
Yeah, a lot of times, people be bragging about their favorite college team. And I say it's U of M. They've been losing. Well, they had beforehand. They have been losing. But what they don't understand is that U of M is the most winningest college football team in the country. In history.
They had some lean years though.
Yeah.
And I lost a lot of friends too over there. Because I stopped talking to people over sports, bro. I really have. And Michigan was losing the state, man. And there was some people, I don't even think they went to state. They just was state fans. You know, every generation of people, I feel like when they start getting older, they pick up the team that's the hot team.
Yeah.
I've always been a Michigan fan. When I was young, only Michigan came on TV.
Yeah.
I never saw Michigan State on TV when we was growing up.
Right.
So I instantly became a Michigan fan. I'm talking about way back with Desmond Howard.
Oh, yeah.
You know so
Desmond
I've been a
Howard,
Michigan
Glenn
fan my whole
Rice.
life. And when they had them bowl years, I stuck in there. And we benefited because we won a championship.
Oh,
we won
yeah.
a couple championships. You know?
Yeah, when we had Rich Rod, that motherfucker was horrible.
Years. Horrible years.
Had what was Hoax.
Brady Hope.
Yeah, Brady Hope. That motherfucker wouldn't wear a headset for shit.
Man, those years was the worst years to be a Michigan fan. Everybody that hated Michigan came out of the woodworks. Ohio State fan, fake Michigan State fan, because I don't think these people really Michigan State. It's some people that really root for State.
Yeah.
But it's some people that came out of nowhere and just thought it was funny that Michigan was losing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. You know, I you know, where I worked at, you know, they couldn't wait to talk about how bad U of M was at that time. You know what they had, my man, with the no shoe, with the tire
shoelace or something.
Yeah,
Denard Robinson.
Yeah, Denard Robinson. That was the worst thing I ever seen. No, that's the second worst.
What about that time they Michigan State beat them and they sacked them like 11 times? I think they rushed for negative 56 yards, something crazy like that. But they laughed about that shit for weeks. I mean,
man, they laughed at that shit for man. Yeah, it was weeks. I think it may have even been longer than weeks. And then they had the quarterback, what's his name, Gardner, started wearing number 99
from Inkster.
Yeah, started wearing number 99 and stuck with the shit. And he played like shit every time he wore 99. He played like shit because when he first had his own number, 12, he was playing decent. He was playing pretty goddamn good. He called himself paying homage to the old heads and lost every game.
He was actually a big time recruit. I think he was a 5-star recruit. Everybody in the country. Yeah. But when he came to Michigan, man, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He just was terrible, man. I just think it was just the whole program. They just that switch trying to go from a big power team to a spread team and all that shit. That don't work, man. You got to stick with your identity, bro. You know what I'm saying? You start trying to change the whole culture of the program. That shit. It was horrible.
Yeah, that shit starts in the trenches. U of M has always been in the trenches. That shit starts in the trenches. Your O line, your D line, your running backs.
That's why they back.
Yeah,
because they went back to the trenches. And I cannot wait for the season to start.
Man,
I cannot wait.
And after they beat Ohio State, Ohio State won the national championship.
But still, I don't care. Ohio State know damn well that they would winning championship is cool, but beating Michigan and winning the championship.
And they can't hold that over Michigan whatsoever. Michigan can hold the fact that we beat the national champion.
At Day Stadium.
Yeah, at Day Stadium, in the horseshoe, in the shit bowl, whatever you want to call it.
Shit bowl. Just like you just called it. I hate Ohio State. And that's the one team I would rather anything bad happen to them than wear their jersey and they had, bro. I couldn't do it. I hate them, bro. That's the team I hate the most in sports.
But what about what do you think the Lions are gonna do this year after losing the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, and Ben Johnson and Glenn
the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. This is my first prediction for the season. So I honestly think the Lions gonna be still great, man. I don't think they're gonna win 15, but I say around between 12 and 13 games. Man, they tough, man.
You think they're gonna get the NFC NFC North?
I don't want to. Yeah, I think they're gonna get the North easily. I don't think the North is cracked up like everybody say. I mean, the Bears. They talking about what the Lions lost. You talking about a rookie coach going into it for the Bears, a rookie coach with a second-year quarterback that's with his third offensive coordinator, and I just think that I don't see it at running back for them. They got some receivers, but is the O-line gonna hold up? You
don't think Ben Johnson put that magic on the Bears this year?
I don't think it was Ben Johnson's magic. I think all of that with the Lions was their head coach.
You think all of it was their head coach?
I think my man was calling the plays, but I mean, goddamn, you can do that with that team.
Yeah, I mean,
anybody can call the plays with the Lions.
I mean, granted, he got to okay the call, but he got to come up with the plays and all that shit like that.
I really think the Lions are a machine now. I think they're a machine. I don't think it matters who leaves. I think it's just plug and play right now with them. They really, that's how they look to me. They look like a plug and play team. They look like the kind of team that it don't matter. Well, of course you can't lose the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to lose St. Brown or none of them, the main characters. But I mean, everybody else, even the old lineman that just retired, I think the Lions plug and play right now. I really do.
Now, I mean, if any team can do anything that's possible that shouldn't be done to be done, I think the Lions have that. I think the Lions have that in them because I think that right now they're still buying into the head coach's philosophy. You know what I'm saying? I think they buying into, the biting in the kneecaps. So you're gonna have to knock me down again. We're gonna take a chunk out of this. We're gonna take a chunk out of that. I mean, because even though they got knocked out in the first game of the playoffs for them, they had 16 players injured on the defense.
24. Oh, 16 on defense?
Yeah, 16 on defense. It
was 24 altogether.
There was 16 on defense.
I really think we would have won the championship last year if that didn't happen. I mean, if we would have just had Hutch, I think it would have been. Just putting pressure on that other quarterback makes such a difference.
He still led the team in sacks when the season was over with.
That says a lot. That should tell people something. But ain't nobody gonna feel sorry. But I still got people making fun of me on the line about that. The Lions, because they won 15 games and lost to Washington. But I don't think. I think they're gonna struggle too. I think they're gonna.
Injuries take a toll though.
Yeah, I'm talking about Washington. Like they beat us, and I really think they're gonna struggle. I don't think because once your rookie quarterback get on tape, now he got to be better than what he put on tape.
Yeah,
the NFL is a monster, bro. Once they see you, now they know what you can do, and they're gonna take that away from you. You gotta adjust, and if you don't, they gonna come after you.
Daniel Daniels was a good quarterback. He played against a Detroit team that has 16 injuries.
Yeah,
but on defense,
we still should have won that game.
But you can't. At some point, it's just like for instance, like Tupac. Tupac got shot 5 times first time, right?
Right.
All right, we gonna come. He came back. He can't be touched. Mm-hmm. He got shot again.
Yeah.
Everybody thought, hey, he gonna come back out of this too. He been shot 5 times. What else can you do to him? But then he didn't.
Yeah, then he
You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You really don't know. So you gotta take advantage of it while when you can. And they had 16 injured players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're most important players. Linebackers, like most of your linebackers starting course except for one. Your 2 or 3 of your D linemen that you paid cornerstone players.
Yeah.
They time ran out, but
shit, my man, the DB Davis where they got from Tampa
broke his jaw.
Yeah.
I still think they plug and play this year. Headed into this year, I would be very careful with my starters if I was them, and they wouldn't play until the season started. That's how I would do it.
Yeah.
Season start, Lions players come out, and kind of let them develop into a team focused headed towards the season instead of worrying about preseason. I would use preseason to see what we got, what kind of young dogs we got, bring them along.
Yeah, preseason. That's pretty much what preseason is. It should be for. It should be to see what you have in the case that we had these injuries again. You know what I'm saying? Do we put him on the practice squad? Do we bring him on the team and let him sit there and work his way up? Now that's one good thing that Detroit did as far as dealing with their injuries was, like you said, the plug and play. But these players we just haven't seen practicing and playing that have been showing their ass all year long that we just didn't see.
Honestly, they found a couple people with the injury. They found a couple of people. So hopefully they just maintain this, man. Like I said, I think they a machine right now. I don't even, and the way they draft, and they just draft into the machine. They already know who they be wanting, and they put them right in, and the people is ready to roll. I just really think, man, the league is always going to be tough. I think the AFC tougher than the NFC. But
you think the AFC tougher than the NFC?
Yeah, Buffalo, Baltimore, of course, Kansas City. Like I really think Kansas City run is over. My opinion.
I think the AFC got a lot of choke artists over there more than what we got over here. We got dogs in the NFC.
I think regular season, you're right. But I think when you get to the Super Bowl, when you face one of them, they're gonna be tough.
But who they face? We keep seeing. Kansas City. We keep seeing Holmes in the Super Bowl. We keep hearing. What's my man in Buffalo?
Allen. Yeah.
Yeah, we keep seeing Allen just in regular season, just throwing 75 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, get to the playoffs, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions.
Yeah, but it's dog eat dog in the AFC. That's what I'm saying. When you over there, you either playing Lamar or you playing Patrick.
But
So,
Lamar ain't done nothing either.
Hey,
He done something in the
I
regular
always look at
season,
it like this.
but he ain't beat the big people.
True, but I always look at it like this. If he do and he come there and it's us versus them, that's gonna be rough.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
we good
And we
with
struggle
Lamar
against
now.
running quarterbacks, bro.
Yeah, the last game we played against them, they blew us out.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know the game 3 years ago we played Baltimore and Detroit, and then we went down to the kicker.
Yeah,
Remember?
Yeah, I went. Yeah. It was just. I remember I was at that game.
I'm not scared of them like that,
Mm-hmm.
but Lamar dangerous, and I'm hoping that he get over the hump. I wouldn't mind seeing the Detroit Baltimore Super Bowl. That would be amazing for real.
No, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I just don't
I
know.
don't want us to win.
Me myself, I don't know if Lamar got that attitude. I think he sometimes, I could be wrong, but sometimes I think he may be one of them players that'll help the other team up.
Yeah,
Come down, go over there and pull you up.
throw a pick.
Yeah.
Oh, you like talking about the
help him up.
Yeah,
help him up. Because to be as great as he is, he still ain't beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes is a monster, man.
But he's doing it with nothing.
He is, but you know they a machine like Kansas City. They just retooling. If you look up, they had all different receivers than what they had when he first was winning the championship. Different running backs. They bring people back. They do stuff. They a machine. But I think their run might be over though. I think Philly kind of crushed them and made sure they look vulnerable to me. They look real vulnerable.
Well, they was
Detroit beat them last 2 years ago in the start of the season.
Yeah, the first game
I
of the
think
season.
Detroit would have beat them just like Philly did. I think Philly and Detroit was the two best teams last year.
No, I think they were too, and I think Philly just had that. I think Philly just had that momentum just because of Saquon Barkley.
And I mean,
Saquon Barkley put that energy in them, and they just kept going no matter how much bullshit was going on with AJ Brown.
Yeah.
AJ Brown showed his ass last year.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
But so did Jalen Carter. They defensive line.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter, we had the chance to draft him, and we took Gibbs, which I'm not upset about. I love Gibbs. But man, that boy, man, if he take another step, man, he gonna be a monster.
Oh, but yeah,
he gonna be a monster, and that he playing a position that mess up everything if you can't block him. So
yeah, but I also think that Philly is damn near is retooling too on defense. They done lost quite a bit.
They did. You can't pay everybody. Once you win a championship, everybody want to get paid. And they lost a couple coaches too. But I mean, Philly, they turned it into one of them teams like everybody looking at this era as Kansas City dynasty, but they got 2. Well, Kansas City got 3. Is it 3 or 4?
Do they got? I know they got one with Tyreek.
Right, they got one with Tyreek. They done lost 1 or 2. I think they've been in there about 5 times.
Yeah, I know they lost to Brady once. They beat Brady,
so that's 2. And then the year before last they won 1 because the Lions beat them coming into the season.
Yeah.
So they got 3, and I think they've lost 2. So Philly got 2 and then lost 1. So it's kind of like they little era them too for real.
Yeah.
And they played each other once. So
and like I said, but you know Detroit is right there in the mix of it.
Is in the mix.
They right there in the mix of now. This is the part I'm not used to, is when other teams are scared to play the Lions.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't never had a chance before for teams to say we got to prepare for the Lions.
I love it.
And you got to prepare for the Lions.
I've been waiting my whole life for
this.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Man.
And they scary too because they'll whip your ass too.
Yeah.
Belt to ass.
You turn around and they have 52 on you.
Yeah, I seen last year one of the players from another team was complaining like the Lions, they trying to blow people out. That's not how the league operates.
I think that was Green. I think that was a player from Green Bay.
Yeah, I think so too. He was saying that usually when you up, a lot of times they call the dogs off. But Dan Campbell don't have to call the dogs off mentality.
No, you got to stop me.
Yeah, hey, belt your ass.
Yeah, you got to stop me.
For real.
That's what you got to do. You got to stop me and shit.
But I ain't gonna count out Buffalo because they whooped our ass last year. Even though we had a lot of injuries, I think if Hutch would have been back there chasing my man, it's a totally different game. That's what you saying, and I get it.
Yeah.
They whooped our ass last year. They looked like the better team the whole game. Like I didn't see nothing where I was like them.
I just ain't seen them do it. I ain't seen them do it in the big game in the playoffs.
That was a big game because that was the end of the season and it was headed towards the playoffs. So everybody was hyping it up like this could potential Super Bowl matchup, you know. It came in here and whooped our ass. They outplayed us, bro.
But they can never. But Buffalo always getting knocked out by they ain't made the Super Bowl yet. So they ain't made the Super Bowl since Jim Kelly.
You right.
But
they got the pieces in place.
Allen is there because at the beginning of the season when he was throwing all them damn touchdowns, everybody was like, Diggs who? Mm-hmm. We don't need no Diggs. And he even took his little bullshit ass shot that he at Diggs, even though he recanted it.
I remember that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But and they was on fire.
They're still dangerous, but I don't worry about the AFC because we only got to play one of those teams.
Yeah.
I don't care about regular season. We only got to play one of those teams when we get to the Super Bowl. The NFC, I'm looking at Philly.
Okay.
I'm looking at us. I don't think Minnesota. I think they're gonna take a big step back. I still don't believe what they did last year was real, and I hate to say it, I just don't.
I mean,
we beat them 3 times, right? We ended up beating them.
No, we beat them twice.
We beat them twice. I just don't think they was real. But I never had confidence in the quarterback, and clearly they didn't. They let him go. And I like JJ McCarthy, Michigan man. And man, I love him. Great quarterback. He's not going to come in on fire like that.
As a rookie?
I don't see it.
You know, as a rookie?
I don't see it.
Because nowadays rookies they let rookies just loose.
I think the rookies that's doing that is the ones that can run. He can run a little bit. But he prone to throw that pick too. He did it at Michigan, bro.
Uh-huh.
He prone to throw that pick, man. And I think the level with this, I think it's going to take him another 2 or 3 to really get like where they want him to be.
Well, with him being a quarterback, I think with him or any rookie quarterback, what you have to do for a rookie quarterback is make sure you have a solid defense.
That's true.
You got to make sure you got a solid defense because if you don't, because your defense is going to keep giving you chance after chance after chance. Now, what you do with them chances as a rookie, they prepare for you to fuck up as much as they prepare for you to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that defense may keep you in the games where you're gonna win some games and help you build that confidence. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a fucked up defense and you're a rookie quarterback, you ain't got a shot in hell.
They got a hell of a defense. They got a hell of a team around him. Like the offensive weapons are amazing, and the offensive line they getting the tackle back that they think just as good as Penei Sewell, which I don't, but he up there. But I just think the NFL one of them leagues. Like the boy in Washington, he did it. I want to see him do it again because the boy in Houston did it, and last year he didn't look that great.
No, they caught on to him.
Yeah. And I think that's what's gonna happen with the boy in Washington. I don't even think McCarthy has even taken the first step that them two already did.
Right.
So we'll see going to the season, but I think they got some pieces. But I wonder if he's gonna be the reason why they derailed.
But I think that like you said earlier, I think the Lions do have a chance, and I think the AFC as a whole is wide open, if you ask me. I don't think you have no for sure outright they're gonna win a Super Bowl in the AFC.
What's gonna always be a surprise team to come out of nowhere. The Madden ratings came out. I don't know how much you respect that. But they had Miami like a rated high, super high. And I'm like, wow.
On offense or defense?
Period. Like just up there with the rest of the team. I just don't understand it.
I mean, they fast as hell. They just got a fast. They just a fast ass team.
They always is. But I mean,
their defense ain't nothing.
I don't see why they rated so high at all. I don't see it. They had them higher than the Lions. I think it was like 4th.
Look, they got 2.
They had like, Philly, Buffalo, Kansas City, Miami, Detroit. If I'm not mistaken, I thought Miami was up there in the Madden. I take the Madden ratings. I really believe in it because I believe that's the most realistic game in sports in the video world. Because if
it's
you
the only football game.
Huh?
It's the only football game.
Talk about like out of all the games. Like, I like baseball. I used to play the baseball on there too. That's it's realistic, but it's still kind of hard to play. Basketball. The ratings don't be right to me on basketball.
Okay.
2K. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Madden is very realistic. Madden to me is like Pro Football Focus. Like it's basically off Pro Football Focus.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed realistic, and I think their ratings on the game. I kind of trust their ratings a little bit. The reasons why they say this player is rated this or that, and how players be getting mad over their ratings. But the stuff that be wrong with them be true.
Yeah,
it be true. He drop balls, so his catching ain't that high. Or he not like they be giving dudes speed that be like 90, 92. And then you kind of see it as the season goes on. Like that St. Brown speed ain't never high. He always be teasing St. Brown about that.
Yeah, he a pure route runner.
But he ain't no burner.
No, he's not a burner. He a pure route runner.
But he is. But I see St. Brown break away, but he still just don't look bad. Like J-Mo, look fast.
Yeah.
He just don't look fast to me. Like he just
Nah.
he look like he can get away, but it look like somebody be right about to grab his neck.
He's strong, so you can't bring him down with one person.
No.
Now J-Mo, if you get him right, you can take him down with one person.
Yeah,
but you gotta catch him.
J-Mo, man, it's amazing to me, bro. That's to me one of my favorite players on this team, and I hate that the people around here clown him so much for hanging out in the hood and all that.
Because he's fucking himself up.
I don't think so, bro. I like that he embraced Detroit like that.
Yeah, but at some point you gotta be like, hey, man, I can't be in the car with you with no gun.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
At
the end of the day, his brother had a concealed weapons license.
Yeah.
And that covers all the guns in the car as long as they registered legally. As long as they legal.
Yeah, but shit, I'm not trying to put myself
I get it.
in that in that situation if I don't have it. Because now I got to keep explaining shit.
Yes,
and when you got to explain shit to certain people that that give you your paycheck,
they gonna want to hear.
Yeah, they gonna want to hear. I was at home. That's what they want to hear.
I get the reason why he would be somewhere in Detroit and they would have firearms on him. I mean, being that he J-Mo, but I mean, you the nigga with average common sense. You gonna rob him and like he a millionaire. He ain't got $1 million on him. It's pointless.
But you can't parade them in the city like on
I like the fact that he embraced Detroit.
What's the movie with Ice Cube and Mike Epps, the promoters, Janky Promoters?
I don't think I've seen that.
You ain't saw Janky Promoters when they brought Jeezy over to the hood to buy some weed and shit. Like, you can't have Jeezy over here. You can't have Jeezy in the hood, man, buying weed.
I get it, but I don't know, man. That's part of the reason what made me like him, because I seen somebody in the comments. I be arguing with these people in the comments and these racist people, man, and they was talking about J-Mo's an idiot. Why wouldn't he just go hang out in Birmingham if he wanted to?
I don't want to hang out in Birmingham.
We ain't got to be scared of our own people, bro. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be on 6 Mile and all that shit that he doing. I mean, I can see him being downtown at the club and all that. But I also don't see nothing wrong if he knows some people over there, man. He just an athlete, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think the hood love him. I don't think nothing happened to him. I think if you coming and going and standing,
there's always that one jealous motherfucker.
That's true.
There's always that one jealous motherfucker
at the liquor store or something. That's totally different. He's going to the Coney Island.
There's always that motherfucker think he the shit.
I mean,
that nigga ain't shit.
I just love the way he embraced the city, bro. Like, and the dude from St. Louis, per crime rate, St. Louis is like way worse than Detroit if you really look at it.
I mean, yes.
I know that Detroit just a different monster, but I ain't never been to St. Louis. But I know that crime-wise, it's supposedly a way worse city than Detroit.
Well, Detroit isn't as bad as say in yesteryear.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But it's horrible, bro.
Yeah, but every big city that's known
crime.
You go to LA, you gotta go to Skid Row. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be on Skid. You go to LA. What they known for? Skid Row, gangs, this, that, and the third. You go down south. You know what they known for? They got gangs down there. They got trap house. They got a trap house museum,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like going to a bando museum in Detroit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
it's probably one out here while you're
I don't think we embrace that shit.
Yeah, because of my job, I've been to every liquor store, gas station in Detroit. It's Detroit, man. It's sometimes you'll be like, man, let me get the fuck from here.
Oh well, yeah.
As possible.
I mean, yeah. The hairs on the back of your neck got to stand up.
A lot of times, but I also embrace I'm not gonna be scared of these black people, man. Ain't nobody bother me yet, and so I'm not gonna be scared of other black people, man. I just hate that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. 9 out of 10 times the people that you're looking at, they fucking harmless, but. It's just the niggas that roll up out of nowhere that these niggas, that's the niggas you need to worry about. But the people that's just out there standing around, man, I mean, how you gonna be scared of your own people, man?
Nah, I mean, you shouldn't be, but you should be aware.
Oh, I'm definitely aware.
Yeah, you should keep your head on the swivel.
I'm definitely aware. I like I said, right now my route, I do Linwood, Dexter, not all of it, but portions of it. I do the Boulevard down off Grand River. I do all of Southwest Detroit, River Rouge, E-Course, and a little bit I told you around this way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, man, I've been in worse places. Before this route, I had Joy Road, 6 Mile, 7 Mile, 8 Mile.
Yeah, I remember you said you had all those out there.
We switched. Every year we bid different areas, and they shut that area down and spread it out and gave me something different.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm over here. I'm from River Rouge, so that's why I picked this area. But I got Vernon, all of Southwest Detroit. I got Junction, everything all over there. All the shit on the Boulevard, Rosa Parks, all that stuff. So I didn't been, and I used to do the East Side over the years. I've done the East Side, West Side, all that. I just say
Now, what you got to do to get into one of the stadiums and do their vendors?
we do this. We do them.
What they got to do for you to do it?
I got to be on that route.
How you get to that route?
You got to have high seniority. actually, the route I'm on used to have Ford Field on it.
Oh, for
We
real?
used to do Ford Field, but the guy, they split it, and he got Ford Field and all that, and Gratiot and all that, and then I got everything the other way. Down
Oh,
Sport Street, Southwest Detroit, all that. But I'm way down by the bridge, the new bridge.
uh-huh.
I don't even go past the Ambassador Bridge. I go to the bridge, the new bridge. What's it called?
Gordy High.
Gordy High. That
Yeah.
was the picture that you saw. I took a picture the other day. They building an exit ramp right next door to an apartment building.
Yeah.
It's like right on the backside. I think that's Junction and 4th Street. It look insane. That shit look nice, but it look insane too.
Uh-huh.
They just really just took everything from that neighborhood. Southwestern High School, all that shit is gone.
Oh, yeah. All that
Delray,
shit.
the whole neighborhood of Delray, all that is gone.
Yeah. All that shit is.
And the
all that
bridge
shit
look
is gone.
amazing, man. And I'm trying to still figure out what's what because I see a bridge and I see a bunch of ramps. I don't know what they are. I guess it's gonna be like
It's gonna be like the Ambassador Bridge where you're gonna have you can't turn around.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely can't turn around.
You
You're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, you.
But I'm saying they building other stuff. I don't know.
I see that. I see the crosswalks to go from the one side of the freeway to the other side. They're building
they're
those.
connecting it to the freeway and to 4th Street, and I think they building like places where they gonna have those buildings where you got to pass through to get checked in and come to the country.
Yeah,
I don't know what it all is.
Yeah,
yet,
they're
but
doing all them customs
it's
over
coming
there.
together though.
Yeah,
It's coming together.
It's supposed to be done sometime in the fall.
And it look amazing when you riding on 75. You can see it. You can see both bridges back to back written. And yeah, man, you can't. I just don't want to be preaching to be scared of other black people, man.
No, I mean, no, you can't. You can't be. But I kind of want to touch on that too. But before I touch on that real quick, what I also want to touch on is this huge hat collection that you get.
Yes, sir.
And how did you get into just collecting hats? I used to collect hats. I used to have my wall with nails with baseball
Me
caps
too.
on the wall and
Me
shit
too.
like that. But then eventually I stopped doing it.
That's how I started. Just how you said. I was probably early 20s when I was working at MGM. Like last, I told you about it last time. We would have this. We had this little golf cart, and we would ride downtown by Old Tiger Stadium.
Okay.
On Trumbull and Michigan Avenue. And there was this hat store that used to be by the old Tiger Stadium. They was hanging on by a thread because Tiger Stadium moved. And
Yeah.
there was nothing there. Comerica was far away, but all the old customers knew to go there for hats. And somebody pointed me in that direction. And so every pay, I would buy a hat. I would get one of each team. I got one of each team from there. And really, it's this older cat in Southwest that used to have a big ass hat collection, and I would always see his fitted, so he would wear different teams. That was the first time I would see somebody wearing different teams. And then I used to just only embrace Detroit teams, but I only root for Detroit teams, but I'll wear anybody hat.
That's how I am.
Because I'm just into the fitteds, man. So I only collect one kind, New Era 5950, and I actually created this one.
How you create that one?
Because I ran into some cats that was from Canada, and they knew how to get New Era to create hats for you.
Okay.
So I wanted a black Detroit hat with Raiders colors.
Okay.
And so I wanted the 84 World Series because that was my World Series with a green underbottom, old school. And then they was wondering, New Era usually don't let you use different Ds that wasn't from that era.
Okay.
But they let me do it. And
because that's but is that the unlicensed D?
No, this is real. It went straight. This went through New Era. This came from New Era.
Yeah.
This D is from the 50s or something. I just went through all the Ds. I just wanted it to be unique.
Okay.
So I went through all the different Ds and I found this D and I decided that I wanted this D. Raider colors, black hat,
Okay.
with the 84 World Series and a double stitch batter man and green underbottom. And then it went through the process and New Era accepted it and we sold about, I don't remember how many dudes sold because the dude really the one who did it. I just designed it and it was my hat.
Right.
And so it got approved and they sold it. And then after that, 2 or 3 hat companies stole it from me and sold out in seconds.
Damn.
I swear to God, I put that on everything.
So you didn't get a trademark?
I can't because it's all New Era stuff anyway.
Oh.
So like for instance, this is what you can do. Say you a coach and you on a little league team and you reach out to New Era and say you want hats for your team. As long as you get so many, they'll do it.
Right.
And that's what we did. We made it seem like we was a little league team and we needed these hats.
Oh, okay.
And so they pushed it through. That was before COVID and all that stuff. I'm not sure you can even do that no more. You actually probably got to have a contract with them to do it, is what I was told. But we trying to make a hat for the little group I created. So we just hat collectors.
What group?
Fitted Hat Society.
Oh, okay, on Facebook.
Yeah, it's 30,000 people there, and I created it.
So you the very first one.
The very first person that started. It was me and nobody, and then now it's 30,000 people.
It's now it's 30,000 people.
30,000 hat collectors. I'm not gonna say they all participate, but a lot.
No, I'm not. And being that you went through what you went through growing up, and even as an adult, what does it feel like to start something and to see it grow to 30,000?
It's amazing feeling. It's amazing feeling. We love it, man. You know, I never thought I would. I never even really realized how much I was into hats, and I really thought I was the only damn fool out here,
right,
collecting hats like this. And as it started to grow and people started to join, man, I'm nothing. There's people with 3,000 hats. Everybody got their vice, man. Some people collect cups, like you got your bar. People collect sneakers. I'm a sneakerhead too. People collect guns, belts. I know my homie collect shots. When he go out of town, he gets
I do that too. He got a
whole bar full of shot glasses, 1 million of them.
Yeah.
So hats was just my thing. Now a lot of it come back from growing up poor and just wanting the shit you want, and then when you get old enough to get it, you just over fucking do it.
Right.
You know, and I just over fucking did it. And I'm at 1,500.
I mean, but can you say you really overdid it if you started something that everybody else thought the same way you thought? That I'm the only one that like collecting hats.
Yeah.
And then you say you put out there Fitted on Facebook, whatever it is, made the group.
Society, yeah.
And you put it on Facebook, and then next thing you know, you start looking at the numbers, you seeing 1, 2, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Like, well, damn. Yeah. And you hit 30,000.
30,000 people.
And it come from what you thought that you was the only one.
Yeah.
That like this too, not realizing that it was 30,000 other people that felt the same way that you felt.
Yeah, it's more than that. We done kicked a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of people's assholes, and a lot of people try to they come to sell. Like hats have turned into sneakers a little bit.
Right.
Hats even more because hats tend not to come back like sneakers. They don't re-release and they don't drop a lot. Well, they kind of switched that up because now hat stores, they can go in the New Era catalog and any store can drop a hat that's been released before.
Okay.
But a lot of times it's not. People won't get it the same as they did it when it first came out. So hats just they turn into sneakers. Like really, it's not a lot of these. So if I would have kept it brand new, it really could. They hats $60 right now.
So do you have any hats that you haven't worn yet?
Yeah, I got several I haven't worn. I got 1,500.
Would you ever wear them?
Yeah, I'm gonna eventually get to wear them. I tend to forget where they at because I got them in the I go to Dollar General and I get like those big containers, and I probably got like 30 in each container. I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you. Maybe you could put it into the video.
Yeah.
But I got all my Detroit stored in the front, and then I got each team together all the way around in a big square in my basement. It's like a little man cave for me.
Oh wow. I'm
gonna send you a picture of it.
Wow,
a small video or something.
Because I see you all the time with these, with these hats and things like that. I never
without one.
and it's crazy that you say you founded something. You got 30,000 people on there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do they got to pay a fee to be in here?
No, I never charged them nothing. I actually made it so that we just show hats because off of my group, people was hating me, started hating us because we didn't let them sell now, and they started forming their own little sale groups.
Yeah.
There's several groups out here now. Several groups. I'm not gonna say the names of them.
Right.
I'm not gonna say they're the enemies or nothing, but I'm not gonna give. They all those groups came from our group. People that have been kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got sections like. People in Houston really love fitted hats. They really love Astro hats, and it's a large population of them that love hats. For some reason, they're not very fond of me.
So do you do the fitted hats only, or you do the snapbacks too?
Snapbacks is a sin in my.
They can't do the snapback?
No, man. We 100% fitted, baby.
Even though snapbacks started off, hats started off with snapbacks.
That's the reason why I'm like that. Because when I was young, we had snapbacks.
Yeah.
I had a Spurs snap. Because I used to love any player that was left-handed. When David Robinson was left-handed.
Okay.
We was younger. And I love basketball. So I used to love David Robinson. And the first snapback I ever had was a Spurs snapback. Black. It was white dome with the black brim. And I just saw fitted like right after that. And we was little. We was probably like, I don't remember when it started, but I started seeing them like, that's way more amazing than a snap. It just is. It's just way more amazing. And it started with that. And it just.
I think the fitteds came out, well, at least when I know the fitteds came out, had to been in the early 90s.
I think it was late 80s, early.
Late 80s, early 90s?
They had fitteds, but they wasn't like New Era. I think they was, damn, it slipped my starter.
Okay.
I think they was starter.
It could have been starter.
If I'm not mistaken, because I know these hat people going to kill me with this. I should know all this. But it started with starter, I think, and then I don't remember when New Era came along. Whatever they did, it turned into a storm for real. Because literally, people was only like, if you think hip hop got to play a big role in the fitted hat thing, all these people start wearing their hats from their city, then everybody start matching their hats with their outfit. One argument that we always have in the hat industry is what's more important in fitted hats, baseball or hip hop? Of course, I say hip hop.
Okay,
but I love baseball too.
But why is it? Why is that the argument? What's most important, the hip hop or the baseball hat?
Well, you know, Jay-Z said it in that rap that he made hats more famous than the Yankees.
Oh yeah,
and I agree with that because I would have never wore a hat for the Yankees, but I will wear it because Jay had it popping. And I hate the Yankees, so I got a lot of Yankee hats, but I won't wear them. But I think that hip hop made fitted hats more popular with culture around the world than baseball did. I really do.
But I think that's probably one of the reasons why I never got into collecting hats was just because I'm loyal to the soil.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? And for me myself, I mean, I know everybody don't feel this way, and everybody got their own way of feeling. I just couldn't wear I couldn't wear Anaheim Angels hat. I couldn't wear San Francisco Giants hat. I couldn't wear. I just gotta have the old English D. I gotta have it. I can't wear nobody else's shit.
I first started collecting hats. I had a hell of a collection, maybe 300 to 400 hats. And I moved downtown Detroit. I was living at River Place off East Jefferson. And I sold all my other team hats because I was downtown living in Detroit. I did not want to wear nobody else's hat. Because I just was seeing everybody with nothing but the D.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I ain't wearing nothing but the D. But then I fell back into collecting the other teams because it's just a collection to me. I'm not rooting for the team.
Right.
And a lot of that, like I said, go back to hip hop. You start seeing other cities wearing anybody hat.
Yeah.
And sometimes people match their hats to their
outfit.
Well, they not just their outfit, but like your name Devin, so you will wear Denver. You know what
I
mean?
Okay.
Or like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in Detroit, hats mean something too, because I know a lot of cats on Puritan wear the Pirates. You ever see them? Detroit dudes from Puritan wear Pirates. Detroit dudes from Plymouth wear the Phillies. And then down in Southwest Detroit, you got some dudes in certain areas. They wear the hats, the Annabelle. They wear the Oakland A's hat because it just got the A on it.
Yeah.
So people do wear hats that represent they part of Detroit, but it's not necessarily a Detroit hat. So I've seen that. So,
yeah.
But I just got into collecting. Like my number 2 favorite hat after Detroit to collect is the LA hats, Raiders, Dodgers, because of new NWA.
Right.
So I got a big Dodgers collection. I just started really getting into collecting the LA Kings.
Okay.
So
that's one other hat I did have.
LA Kings.
Was the LA Kings back in the day.
Yes.
Back in the day of NWA and them.
And that's why I wear them. I could care less about the Kings, but I wear the hat because of NWA. And the Dodgers, NWA. And then of course everybody started wearing the socks. Eazy-E used to wear the socks hat. So the sock, I wore the sock. I got a lot of those, and that's a rival team. But I wear them. It's only one team I won't wear. Ohio State. I will not wear Ohio State.
You won't wear. You won't wear Buckeyes.
I got a Green Bay hat. I probably won't never wear it, but it's in my collection. Because at one point, I wanted to have every team in every sport.
Yeah.
And so that's why I ended up with those other teams. But
you don't have you don't own not one.
Hell hat. Who? I got a Michigan State hat.
No, not Michigan State, but you don't have one old State hat.
I don't have no. I won't even purchase Ohio State. I don't even want to touch Ohio State hat. I hate them, bro. And I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know why.
Do you have a Cowboy hat?
I sold it.
So if someone told you, hypothetically speaking, someone told you, I'll give you $2 million to wear a Buckeye hat.
For $2 million, I wear a whole Buckeye Jordan. For $2 million, come on.
I mean,
I walk around Detroit in it all day.
I mean, but you're gonna give it up for $2 million?
Yeah, man, that's a lot of money. Everybody got a price. $2 million for sure. Put that shit in a suitcase.
Ohio State?
I wear it.
Hell no, I don't know. I might have to think about it.
Throw it in the garbage after I wear it.
But it's been worn, man.
Man, I can't. I hate Ohio State. Ohio State, the Cowboys. I hate Green Bay. I got a Bears hat. I got one of each team in every league, except the Cowboys. I'm going to get another Cowboys hat, but I just don't like that star.
Yeah.
I'll wear one that say Dallas Cowboy like a script, but I won't wear that star. I hate the Cowboy. I will not wear that star.
Hell no. But you know, I like I said, I just always wore
Detroit.
a Detroit hat. I go out of town, got my Detroit hat. No matter what state, wherever I go, I got my Detroit hat. And the part that pisses me off about people is, you see them online all the time. If you live in this city, you are not from Detroit. If you live in this city, you are not from Detroit. And when I go out of town and somebody asks me where I'm from, and I say, let's just say hypothetically speaking, I say Redford. They're like, where's that at?
Right.
Well, shit, it's next to Detroit. So I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
We're at Detroit, Redford. Then I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Because any state with a big city, that's how you recognize.
You're gonna say the big city.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm
saying? Detroit people need to get that shit up. I say it all the time. I'm from River Road. I done lived everywhere in Detroit. I done lived on the east side, 7 Mile, Gratiot and Gunston. I done lived a lot of places in Detroit. And I still don't be like, oh, I'm from Detroit. Somebody say, where you from? I say, I'm from River Road all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. I love River Road. But I mean, man, I done lived everywhere. Most of my life after I left Taylor in the Rouge area back then on the story we was talking about last time I was here.
Yeah.
I was living on the east side. I moved to the east side when I got out of jail. I moved to the place. You see the place on the news right now where they talking about they ain't got no air conditioning?
Yeah.
The Jeffersonian. They calling it the Jefferson. It used to be the Jeffersonian. That's right. That's why the first place I lived at when I got out of jail and went to there. I lived there for years and love that place for real. I love it. It's my favorite neighborhood in Detroit.
Now, in those units up there, were the outlets sitting up high, or were they ground level?
What outlet? What you mean?
Like, you know, the plug in your TVs, the plug in.
Just regular.
Okay, because I know some of them places, because they be senior citizen places, they had outlets up high and shit.
Back when I lived there, that shit was high end living.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That was like one of the best places to live in Detroit. You couldn't even get in there. It was like when you get there, you got to go through a gate, then you got to go through double doors.
So it's not a senior citizen place.
Heck, I don't know what it is now. I heard it's real ghetto now. But I mean, man, the rent was high as hell. The rent was high as hell to live there when I first moved there. My mama was living there.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't me, so I just went to stay with her. We had made up, and I got out of jail, and she let me come there.
Right.
That's how I ended up at the casino and all that shit. So I was living there, man. That was like some high end living. Like people was living there was benzed off, like big drug dealer type.
Oh, okay, all right.
Super nice in there. I heard it's ghetto now.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, niggas be ruining shit.
So when you was there,
super nice.
It was super nice.
Super nice.
And you say you had motherfuckers with Benzes and
all type of shit living.
You know, living in that motherfucker.
Yeah, dope man shit. That was a dope man building. Like when I first moved there, I was meeting all type of niggas. Like, oh, okay.
So how did you fall in line with them, or how did you dodge it?
I was changed. First of all, that's the east side. And if you ain't from over there, you don't need to be playing over there. And a lot of people be like, oh, nigga, that's downtown. That ain't downtown. Because if you turn around and go this way, Warren Connor is next.
Right.
The Connor plant. What's that? The J-Nap. Ain't that what they call it?
Oh,
Warren Connor.
Don't make me lie to you.
It's a Chrysler plant right there.
The Chrysler plant. So yeah.
The Detroit River is to the right. Everything is the Detroit River. Then Jefferson is the last street. But if you start heading that way, you getting down like Jefferson and Dickerson and Jefferson and Chalmers and all that shit. You'll get fucked up over there. Real good. I'm talking about real good. And then through the neighborhood, there's some real big, nice houses over there on Van Dyke and all that. And some real big, I mean, $300,000, $400,000, $600,000 cribs over there.
Yeah, you know, man.
The Manugian Mansion is over there.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. I know the Manugian Mansion is over in that area and shit.
Yeah, so eventually my mama made me get out. So I had got me a little problem. I had an apartment on Jefferson and Dickerson, which is like right in the shadows of the Jeffersonian. You could look up out of your window and see the Jeffersonian. Yeah. So I was living like maybe 2 blocks from my mama, you know. So,
but what was the atmosphere between being over there where your mama is and being where you was?
That's totally different because now you down there with them niggas. So, I was up there. You can't get up there. I was on 9th floor. And you know, that building is like 35, 40 floors. I don't remember how many, but it's a lot of floors. But I was down in the community, not. So, I mean, man, I had at that time in my life, I had adjusted to everything. I was with whatever. Fuck it, you know.
Now, when you say you adjusted to things, was you adjusting to, like, as they say, when Rome do as the Romans do?
No, hell no. I had changed. Well, I had changed, but I was dabbling, you know. Because you was going to be who you is. I wasn't far away from what I was, but I was smarter. I just wasn't out there with them motherfuckers. I would go somewhere where I knew, you know, I could do a little bit. But I wasn't the same. I was far away from that. First of all, I was working every day.
Right.
And then I got custody of my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So that put a lug in everything. I couldn't really do what I wanted to do. My mama was helping me a little bit, but I had custody of her. And that's my first daughter. So I had custody of both of my daughters.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I had my oldest daughter. She 30. So we was married. So, her mama disappeared for a couple of years. She was with me. She was actually going to the school that's right across the street from the building that Martin had.
The apartment building? Yeah.
It's a school across the street from there.
Okay.
My daughter, I used to catch the bus from that Jeffersonian, take her to school, go back across Jefferson, catch the bus back home. Because I was working midnights at the casino when I first started.
Yeah.
So I was a single parent. So I couldn't really dabble like that. But later on, when she went back with her mama, I did start hanging with some East Side niggas. But I started realizing, man, like, what the fuck is you doing, bro?
Right.
You need to figure this out, because this ain't going to keep working.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the fuck on. But I met some people, man, I love the East Side. They embraced me, too. They took me in like I was one of them. And I used to hang out with some dudes on Charlottesville and over there off Mount Elliott and like right around the corner from King High School.
Yeah.
I knew a dude from the casino. Then I ended up meeting a dude. That was his family. So I love them. They love me. They treat me like family. And when I go over there now, they still treat me like family. I watched the 04 Pistol Championship with them.
This shit. So when motherfuckers say, because as much as I look at stuff on social media. I see stuff on social media, and then I see how I see a lot of brothers hating on their own people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, some of the shit that they hating on, I think is valid. But what I don't think is valid is when when they air our so-called dirty laundry to the masses.
Yeah.
Like the people, like these other people don't have dirty laundry as well.
Yeah.
We be on some nigga shit. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. We be on some shit.
On it.
We be on we on the lives with it. We everywhere with it. But for some reason, you get some people that think that we the only ones that's on this shit.
We not.
And we not. Even though we gonna do some nigga shit.
Yes.
And if you ask me, one of the things that I hate the most that we do to one another is air our faults in front of everybody. I've never seen no other race talk about each other to other people. I've never seen no Chaldeans. I've never seen no Muslims. I've never seen no Asians. I've never seen nobody else be like, my people ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people do us. And they know what their fight is, and they know what their struggle is, and they still want to talk down on us, but wondering why this Jewish person ain't talking down on this other Jewish person. Wondering why this Amish person ain't talking down on this other Amish person. And we all got some fucked up people in our circles.
Absolutely.
But we the only ones, for some reason, that like to talk about our fucked up situations to other people, and them same other people don't do that shit to themselves, to us.
True. And to add to that, the Chaldeans and the Muslims don't like each other.
Right.
Because I deliver pop for a living, and I know a lot of them. They don't like each other, but they're more willing to work with each other than we are. Right. But they don't like each other. The Chaldeans is a lot like us, bro. They basically turn it into the new. I hate to say it, the new niggas, because that's what they act like. They do a lot of shit, same shit we do. They like a lot of the same shit. They like flash, fast cars, nice clothes, cologne. They a lot like us for real. And ain't nothing wrong with that. A lot of times, if you grow up and your family own a liquor store, you damn near growing up wherever that store is. That's your hood. Yeah, that's where you at most of your life. So I like them, man. I don't when the shit go down between our community and their community, man. I always say, let me hear the story first, because I see the shit niggas do. I also see the shit they do to black people. And I've asked black people, why you shop here? Right. They treat you like that. Why do you shop here?
They ain't got nowhere else to go.
You gonna go wherever you can get within walking distance. Yeah. That's all you got. But I mean, back to what you said about how niggas do, we just born and raised to hate ourselves, hate each other.
And that's the part I don't get, because I don't know the guy name, but I see the guy on TikTok all the time, and he's always
an idiot. And
he's always saying, you know, black people should be doing this, black people should be doing that, this, that, and the third. But then I also remember a quote that Martin Luther King said: "It's hard to tell a bootless man to pull yourself up by the bootstraps."
Yeah, it is.
You can't tell a bootless man to pull himself up by. Anytime you got to make laws that say they can do this too, that means a problem there.
Yeah.
If you got to make a law to say I can go to school with you, there's a problem there.
Yeah, that's true.
If you gotta make a law to say I can eat at the same table with you, there's a problem there.
The problem with that is that we so far removed from all that people tired of hearing it, especially white people. They don't want to hear about our struggle no more.
No.
They look and say, motherfucker, you got the same opportunity that I got. It's absolutely not true.
Right.
But they don't know it. They don't understand the built-in system that made a lot of them, because let's be clear, a lot of white people don't have white privilege, if that's what you want to call it.
I mean,
I see it. I work in Southwest Detroit now. I am really seeing it. A lot of white people is down and out on.
I believe what Chris Rock said. That Chris Rock once said that it's some poor white people that wouldn't trade places with him, and he rich.
That's true.
And that's the privilege that I believe they're talking about.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? That shit, I'm gonna ride this motherfucker out.
You know what this motherfucker told me one time? He got mad because Rite Aid let me in to deliver the pop before the store was open, and he wanted to come in and he needed something. And so he tried to come in, and they told him he couldn't come in. They asked him, why could I come in? And I said, I'm doing business here. I'm not shopping. And he told me, don't say shit to me, man. I'm like, man, get the fuck out. He was a crackhead, drunk motherfucker. And you know what he said? It doesn't matter, at the end of the day, you're still black. You're black, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what the fuck that had to do with anything. I thought about it all day, and I realized he meant as an insult.
Yeah, I'm still gonna, even though you sitting a little higher than me.
Yeah, way higher. That motherfucker was told.
I'm still gonna ride this out, and I'm gonna eventually get higher than you if I ain't already not, because I already got not necessarily a head start, but a perception.
Yeah,
my perception is I got this, I got that, and I ain't got shit. Your perception is you ain't got shit, ain't gonna be shit, but then here you is with shit. You know what I'm saying?
We toe up though, and I could never be like dog. I love being black and I love black people.
Right.
But we toe up, man. We in a bad spot, bro. I see that every day too. We in a bad spot, man. And you know who really rubs me the wrong way? Fox 2. How they interview these black people after somebody been killed, or how they always want to be there when it's the most worst tragic shit.
I think that's all of them.
Well, Fox 2 is really good for it. My wife, I tell her every night, I'm like, why they stop interviewing black people, especially after a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that shit. They make us. Then that's what the white people or in any race of other people see on the news, and then that's all they. I don't think that's all they got to go off of, because most white people in this day and age, you work with somebody black that's professional, clean, educated, and all that, but they still in the back of their mind, they still gonna see that nigga on Fox 2 and think that's niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I work with a guy. That this guy is something else. Good guy to work with. You know what I'm saying? He got my back through everything. Thought process may be a little different.
Mm-hmm. I work with a lot of people like that.
Thought process may be a little different. When I first started working where I'm at, the guy was like, he liked his women to be this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, everybody got their preference on how they like their women to be. But he like white women. Mm-hmm. And that's your preference. That's fine. If that's what you like, that's what you like. You like white women. That's just what you like. But the problem came to be how he liked it, why he liked white women. It wasn't that's just what he liked is white women, and he just more attracted to them, and they whatever. But the guy told me if I get 10 random black women and 10 random white women, the 10 random white women are gonna have a better credit score. And I'm like, how can you say that?
That's a ridiculous thought process.
Yeah.
Black, it's a lot of black women got their shit together so good, man. They untouchable. They educated and with good jobs and money.
Yeah.
So he wrong about that. It depends on where he picking them from. Because we both probably could pick 10 of each.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous right there.
If I go to the hood and find me 10 random black women, all right, it's a good chance they shit ain't gonna be up to par. But now if I go to a trailer park and find 10 random white women,
same thing.
It's gonna be the same thing. But now if I go to West Bloomfield Hills and find 10 random black women and 10 random white women, it's a good chance their credit score is gonna be about the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think black women, I think I've heard before that they're the most educated people in America, black women.
Well, I mean, yeah, 'cause you gotta be like 50 times better just to be average.
That's true too.
Yeah,
But shit, I know a lot of sisters that went and did their thing, go to school.
Right.
I know chicks been going to school since I knew them. You in school for 9? You know what I'm saying? School. They down to master's degrees and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just a myth. But we toe up other ways. Them people, them black women, they all right. I'm talking about the niggas in regular out here, average everyday motherfuckers. We toe up, man, and I don't see nobody trying to fix that shit. And then it's just like you just start getting nigga fatigue yourself. I call it nigga fatigue because, man, I swear it ain't nothing worse than what I do for a living to pull up one of these liquor stores and and all these niggas outside in the doorway or in the door or around or coming somewhere and you like, God damn, man, you see what I'm doing, bro.
Right.
Or you pull in somewhere and they rolling to sit in the car, rolling a blunt. You know what? I did not come here to visit in this fucking truck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or asking for a pop. That's cool. I don't have no pop to give this to people in the store pop, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it did just the violence, bro. Now that my daughter a cop, I hear a little bit of her story. You know, she get off work, try to decompress. She talk to me while I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just toe up, man, and politics and nothing. Somebody got to fix this shit.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be what it is to the bitter end. You know, only thing I can say is that one, you know, that's a blessing that your daughter is calling you to decompress.
Yeah, she got to.
You know what I'm saying?
Horrible shit.
Yeah.
Got a lot of horrible stuff going on, cases and shit. I mean, I can't get into it, but she do.
Yeah.
I mean, she gotta talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we close. It's my best friend, so we talk about stuff. So I mean, it's just the stuff she's seeing is horrible, and I don't think she knew it was this. You know what I'm saying? I think she knew, but I think when you see it, it takes another level.
You know, you watch the shit on TV.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's what she did, but a lot of people watch this type of life on TV, and like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
But you not knowing or not seeing the actual backstory of the shit that you really seeing that's on TV. You don't see the work that went into on how they found out what happened.
Oh yeah.
You don't really see the whole graphic of the situation of a crime scene.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna police a lot of times before the detectives and everybody, the ambulance, they there first. They gotta secure the scene to make sure the ambulance, all the people can get in.
Yeah.
Now you talking about dead babies, dead victims, shooting victims, gun violence, assaults.
You need an outlet. You need a coping skill. When you see this shit on a regular, you need an outlet. You need a coping skill. You need so much that a lot of places do not provide for you because you see more than a regular person sees on a regular basis. And then you get some of these guys, like I say, on the social media. I cannot remember the guy's name. He always wearing a Donald Trump thing, and he just talked down on black people so damn much.
He horrible. He a little different.
Yeah.
I really just think he doing that shit. He's a coon, is what I call it. I really don't know why he doing it the way he's doing it, because it's another way to do it. Like, I don't know how you feel about Charleston White.
I think the same way about him, and he's a character. I think both of them are characters.
But here's something though. Charleston White be right though. I just don't think he know how to deliver the message. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff he be saying is right. Right. I don't want to get into. I'm not finna talk down on no black women. But I have started to come to the light that black women is playing a big role in the destruction of this community with the way they raising these boys, man. Because a lot of times these dudes don't have no father, and their mama is the only thing that's raising them. There's somebody raising this shit that's coming up.
Yeah.
And I think that the way they raising them, I think that shit is they destroying these boys, man. These boys is growing up with their mama emotions and men strength. That's what I call it. You got your mama emotions and men strength. So when you act a fool, you doing it way more wilder than the average person because you acting emotional like your mama, but you strong like a man.
Yeah.
5 minutes can change your whole life.
Yeah.
5 minutes. And now you done.
Yeah, you know, that's why I always say, you know, no matter how strong this woman is, no matter how, you know, how much she can give or whatever it may be, that child still needs a father in his life, but at the same time, that father needs to be an actual father.
A real father.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Not a visit father.
Not just a visit father, or not even just a father that that, you know, when I wake up, I see my daddy. When I come home from school, I see my daddy.
Mhm.
When I go to sleep to go get ready for the next morning, I see my daddy. My daddy always home.
You need to be able to have that balance. You need to, at a certain point, you need to be able to go to your father and ask him a question, and not your mother.
Yeah.
Your mother is gonna give you the only answer she know. I want to go back too, because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to turn this into no black women bashing. I do not want that on tape and people hear me say. I am saying that it's a disconnect with the mother and the son in our community that is destroying these boys, man. It's something. I don't know. I can't put it in words. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but something is happening with the mother and the son that's making these niggas grow up and do this stupid shit they doing. And you can't control what a person gonna do once they grow up and go out of your house.
No, I think what it is, me personally, I think what it is that it's like you said earlier, women, regardless of what race, are more emotional than what men are. And that boy at some point is gonna want to figure out manhood.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have a guidance to manhood, you're gonna express your emotions in such a way, like you said earlier. You're gonna express your emotions like this woman, but you got the strength of this man, and you don't know how to contain it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to. You just know when I flip out, when I crash out. That's what women do.
The fuck out.
That's what women do is crash out. I'm gonna crash out, and I'm just gonna tear everything up. Women flatten tires. Women bust out windows.
Right.
Women destroy things. I mean, not to be stereotypical, but these are the things that women will do because they may not have the strength to fight you.
Right. So they're gonna destroy your shit.
Yeah. But now you got a man that's got these emotions and is putting his strength towards you and don't know how to contain this strength.
Right. And now you done killed the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And now what?
Because you never saw your father or a man in your household deal with these emotions for you to see how to deal with these emotions.
It's something that we've stuck in, and I don't know how the fuck we're gonna get out of it. And I think that even if you're a father, man, these kids, they start getting influenced by other people that's around. At a certain point, they don't even listen to you nearly no more. Their friends start becoming their number one person that they take advice from.
Yeah.
So you got to filter something in there when they're young, but like you said, you got to be there to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at a certain age, man, your mama can't. When you're a boy, your mama can't tell you nothing no more. No. I remember when my mama couldn't tell me nothing no more because it was like, well, what you gonna do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. Your little snaps and shit, that's over.
Yeah, I'm 13, 14 years old. Yeah. I'm building muscle mass now. I don't know I'm building muscle mass.
But I know I'm big and strong.
Yeah, I don't know this is testosterone.
I know that her grabbing me and the little shit she used to do, yanking me and all that, that's over with.
Yeah.
Because I can just stiffen up and now what? You can't do that no more, mama.
Right.
So, and then, I'm not saying abuse these niggas, but I mean, they need you. Sometimes you got to be grabbed by a guy to understand. Like, nigga, I will drag you up out of here.
Yeah, I mean, as a man, you got to see it all. You got to see, you got to see what love is like.
Yeah.
You got to see what discipline is like.
Absolutely.
You got to see what hard work is like.
Absolutely.
You got to see what biting your tongue is like too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because your wife's gonna say some shit to you that, hey, it ain't even worth it.
Right. I'm working with my son on that now. He got to when he go back. Mama tell him something, he got something to say. You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that. You go to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he learned it, and my wife is kind of starting to finally let me have my boys now.
Okay.
She tired of their they getting big. And it's like, it's a whole nigga here that can handle this. Go see what your daddy wants. Everybody ain't got that option. And my son about to start playing football, so I'm on his ass now.
And that's a great option to have.
I'm on his ass now more than I ever been, and I see what I didn't have. I tell my son that all the time. When I'm correcting you about something, I ain't had nobody to correct me about that.
Right.
So that's why I'm telling you. And I'm telling you over and over again, like I got this big thing about my son walking around with no socks, no shirt on, just his shorts or something. Man, go put some socks on, man. That's women shit. Put some socks on. Man, it's hot. You ain't necessarily got to put a shirt on. Put some socks on. I don't like you walking around. I know that's real small, but to me, it's feminine.
Right.
And so put some socks on. That's it.
Yeah.
And when I constantly got to keep telling them and my wife, like, you get mad about something. I told this nigga that shit 5 times now. So he really just basically ignoring what I'm saying. So then something got to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's shit. I mean, it's just that man. Me personally, growing up, I wish I would have had that man in the household like you in the household right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think things would have been different, but then again, I don't know if things would have
But
been
you turned
different.
out great. But that's by the grace of God.
Yeah. That's always,
And
by the great.
I think I did it. I got lucky a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to figure it out because when you miss that message, as you get to a certain age, it's too late to tell it.
Right.
And right now is the perfect time. My son's hearing everything I need. When I see it, I correct it. And I think it starts with body language and all that. And I definitely don't want to talk about homosexuality and all that stuff. But I think body language, that's where the father started correcting it first. If my son like this, fix your arm. or they tend to do shit that their mama do because they love their mama. They feel their mama did that. They'll catch themselves doing one of these. You know what I'm saying? And then I tell them, hey, look, that's how women stand. You know what I'm saying? Fix your body language. You know what I'm saying? The little small stuff that I've heard my sons correct each other. Like, that's how girls stand. Don't do that.
So let me ask you this. Now let's just say, for instance, you did have a son that ended up being gay. How would you deal with that?
I don't know, man. I don't really know.
You don't have no idea how you think you may deal with it. 'Cause I think that would be a hell of a blow to any guy.
I tell you what I would do. I'm glad I'm old, is what I say. Because I wouldn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I say do whatever you want, just don't do it in front of me. I ain't going for it.
Right.
I ain't one of them parents that's gonna be like, oh, well, I still love him regardless. I ain't going for it. I ain't going for that. Because if you want to do that shit, do it away from me.
Right.
And if you feel like that I don't like it and you don't like, then that's fine. Just go and fuck on with your life. That's how I won't accept that. I won't accept that.
So he come back home for a holiday dinner. Can he eat at the table?
I don't know.
You can't eat at the table?
I don't know.
What if he ain't got his friend with him and it's just him?
I don't know.
Still don't know?
You can't bring that home to me. My wife is like that too.
Yeah.
Can't bring that home to us.
Oh, okay. I mean, no. I mean, because the world is changing.
I do agree with that. Yeah. But I ain't changing with it. I ain't changing with it. I ain't against it.
Yeah, no, right.
Hey, look, love who you love.
Yeah.
Be who you want to be. That's your life.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how I feel about it.
Right.
Don't come over here with it.
Right.
Simple.
No. I believe that too. I mean, because everybody, if you ask me, family, there's no regular family. I think every family has their dealings, and that's what makes it regular. I think that's what makes every family regular. Like some families, well, yeah, I embrace it and deal with it and so forth and stuff like that. All right, cool. Nah, I ain't about to deal with that shit. All right, cool. That's how you do your thing, and that's how you do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
I think the thing that makes me upset the most about that is people will be offended by that. Like what I just said.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is my life though. I have the right to say that's not what I want to see my son doing.
Yeah.
Or acting. Or okay, what if he's normal but he's not acting like that, but he's still doing it? That's fine. Like I said though, just go over there with that.
Right.
That's it. That's all I say about it.
Man,
I want my sons to be men when they grow up, and I want them to be normal, regular men. And I'm not saying that's not normal. I don't. You got to be careful with how you say things. Right? So what I'm saying is, I want my sons to grow up, be fathers, marry women, and have children.
Right.
And if that's wrong, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean that's everybody. I think every parent has a dream and an expectation of their children. Now, would that come to would the whole thing come into fruition all the time? No, I don't think so, because I got a daughter now that smart as hell, and I just knew she was going to go to college afterwards. After high school, she didn't do it, and I was like, "What is wrong with you? What is wrong? Why you didn't?" And I had to sit back and realize, okay, this is her life.
Right.
This is the way that she want to live her life. No matter how much I agree or disagree with her life decisions, this is her life. Now, I can't do anything but support it, other than you telling me you need money every week. Nah, you decide you want to make this choice. You know what I'm saying? And now you live with the choice. Or, yeah, I'm gonna give you the money. Yeah, I'm gonna give you whatever it is that you need and things like that. But just know, I ain't happy with the decision that you made, but it's still your life to live, and I still gotta love you.
I'm fine. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I would still love my son. If all my daughters, I got daughters and sons, so I would still love them. But man, I'm old school, bro.
Yeah.
And whatever you call it or whatever you want to put it in words, it's just not something that I want in my immediate everyday life.
I don't think too many men I don't think none of us are prepared for that. You know,
How could you be?
because when you have a son, you thinking, this is my legacy here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna go on, have kids, and keep my last name going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
He
what
gonna,
you're thinking,
yeah.
you know?
You know what I'm saying? And then things take a turn. Like, but damn, I'm human. I ain't supposed to have feelings.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
I'm with the love who you love. That's you. That's your life. I always say, choose yourself first and be happy for you. Don't worry about me.
Right.
Just don't come over here with it.
Right.
Do your, if you feel like that's what you want to do, you feel like that's how your life is going to turn out, just go do that.
Yeah.
And don't worry about me.
And I think that's a part of being a father and being a man and being a black man in this community is being able to say what it is that you mean and be able to express it and then not necessarily be like, you ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is just how I feel.
Just how I feel.
Yeah, this is just how I feel, and this is it. I mean, because you could look at Magic Johnson, and then you look at Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, which is two crazy scenarios.
Yeah,
to me.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but they embrace it.
Yeah,
that's fine. And
I mean, well, I know for sure one is happy with it, but we don't know for sure the other is happy with it or not.
Well, he share a lot of them.
Yeah,
he posts a lot of it. It's your life to live. It's your if you accept it with your son, that's fine too.
Yeah.
That's fine too. Everything is fine. Everybody each individual life, however they choose to go about that, that's fine.
Right.
And then how I choose to go about it,
that's fine too.
If you're upset about that or you don't, because everybody don't have to embrace the way you feel.
Right. These are my feelings.
Yeah, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
I can still be friends with you and feel that way, and we can still just keep moving it on, except you want to be offended that I don't agree with it.
Right.
And that will be that person's problem, and they can get the fuck on too.
Yeah.
So,
you know, and
I said, it's not something that I want in my life. And that's just how I'm going to keep rolling.
And that ain't what you want, then that just ain't what you want. And if that's what somebody else wants, then that's just what someone else wants. Like I said, we said earlier, this is my feelings. And you can't fault me for my feelings.
It go back to our first video with me and my mama falling out. And I know that life is only one. She died. Her anniversary of death was just the other day.
Okay.
And knowing that I should have went and talked to my mama and fixed that and had a relationship with her, and still saying that I would be willing to say, move on with your life away from me. That's just because you don't really like me and my mama. If we didn't fix our relationship, we didn't see each other, none of that stuff. And and that's hurtful, but I'm still got to live and move on. And I would tell my son the same thing. Don't worry about me no more.
Right.
Yeah, come over and see us and all that, but don't worry about how I feel. But I'm not going to change it to. I'm not going to embrace or accept it. So don't worry about it.
But now, what if your son was a pimp?
I wouldn't want him to do that. I wouldn't want him to do that.
Your son out here got seven females working for him. Got on the stroll.
I wouldn't want him to do that either. I mean, that's funny, but I wouldn't want him to do that either. I mean, like I said, I want him to be normal people. I don't want him to go through none of the trials and tribulations.
Could he come home with? his 7 hoes?
I wouldn't want him to come home with them hoes off my. Bring them hoes over here. I wouldn't want that either at all.
I mean, at least it's not no discriminate. Being favorite. Playing a favoritism.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Like, hey, look, I don't like it this way, and I don't like it that way either.
Be normal, man.
Yeah,
go get a career. Go raise a family, support them, have dinner, watch games, go to the park, do that. That's what I want my kids to do and be. That's what I'm hoping for. Don't have to be spectacular. If you make it to the NFL or a sport, we can enjoy that too.
Right.
Now, if you make it to the NFL and a sport and you want to be gay or a pimp or something, I'll come to the game. I just won't sit with y'all. So, do what's best. I think everybody need to do what's best for their life and not even worry about how other people feel.
Yeah, no, I agree with that too.
Because that's gonna destroy your life. If you that way, and that's what's making you happy, then definitely don't worry about me because I'm somewhere watching the Tigers or the Pistons. I ain't even think about it no more. I done found out. I went through my suffering. I'm hurt, and I done moved on because the Pistons are on or the Lions are on,
right.
And I ain't thinking about the fact that you over there with another boy. So y'all go ahead. And don't worry about me because I'm done with it.
Right.
I done suffered now. I done went through it and I moved on.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what you're doing. As a father, is even though I know you said we don't be recognized. Father don't be recognized until we dead. But I slightly think differently when your children honor you in so many different ways without saying that this is the best father I could ever ask for. When they going to school, getting their degrees, when they going to work and going to work every single day, when they not out here with 6 and 7 different baby mamas, and they not out here with 4 and 5 different baby daddies and shit like that. I think that says a lot to a man, you know, like you said, with being in the house being in the house with the children, that they have something to look up to, or you know, you and your oldest as a black man, you got custody of your oldest, which is a girl, which that don't very rarely happen at all, where someone says, I'm gonna take custody away from the mother and give it to the father.
Well, we was married, so I didn't have to do none of that. When her mama disappeared, she just came with me.
Yeah.
So it was easy.
Oh, okay.
You know, I told you I was married way back when I was like 17.
But you could have been like, nah, shit, she gotta go to the mama.
Well, no, I couldn't do that.
You know,
I had to make sure she was all right.
A lot of people do that.
I know they do. There's some horrible people out here. I can't sleep at night knowing my kids is out here and I ain't, you know, like my daughter, the one that's a cop. Well, her mama basically abandoned her. I could have did the same. I could have just forced her. I remember somebody told me, like, make her sink or swim. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Because she already didn't drown. She just gave the child to me and said she can't do this. Why would I send my child back over there?
Right.
You know, and one time that really woke me up was, I don't know if I told you this story, but my daughter called me and said, good night, Daddy. It was like 5 or 6 in the evening. It's like 90 degrees outside. And I'm in Ridge with my people. We on the porch barbecuing and shit. I'm like, what you mean, good night?
Yeah.
She like, my babysitter told me it's time for bed. And so I'm like, what you mean? It's like 90 degrees outside. I said, who's your babysitter? Oh, my mama, this lady my mama know from the bus. So my daughter, she didn't drop my daughter off with a lady. She's spending the night over there. And they just got her, and she just telling her it's time for bed. Now I'm like, where's you at? She don't know. She put the babysitter on the phone. Hey, she a young girl. What you doing? Where's my daughter? Like, what's she going to bed? She's like, we partying over here. The kids got to lay it down for the night. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come get her. She said, you can.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I never met the girl. She didn't know me or nothing. Now, where she live at? On Linwood, some goddamn where. So my homie hopped in the car when we drive over here. I pull up, 20 niggas on the porch. So I'm like, wow. So, okay, I got to get my baby. So I go up. I'm like, what's up, man? I'm looking for the little. They like, what you looking for her for? She's a teenager. I'm like, she babysitting for me. One OG was like, bro, watch out, man. He coming to get his baby. What you call it? The water.
The Red Sea.
I got my baby. I left. A week or two later, I had her. I never took her back. I shouldn't probably. You can post it. Don't edit it out. But this is one of the stories that I went through with my daughter, with her mom. But I have found myself, because of my mama's situation, I have stopped interfering with my daughter and her mama, because she embraced her mama and they close. And I am fine with that, because my mama died and I didn't fix that before she died. So I don't want that to happen to her and turn around and blame me.
Right.
Now, if your mama was a deadbeat, because that's what that's called, being a deadbeat, then you accepted her later in life, then that's between you and her, and I'm out of it. Just like everything else, don't worry about me. I'm out of it. It's y'all life.
Right.
Now, her mama was a deadbeat. She act like that shit didn't happen now. She being a great grandmother to my daughter, because she got a daughter. And they flourishing and they doing their thing, and I'm out of it.
Right. And I mean, shit. I mean, you know, children have a way of you know, forgiving, you know, their parents, because you see thousands of kids that's been abused by a parent and will still go to that parent.
Yeah.
You know, regardless if it's right or wrong. But as a black man, and just being able to say, hey, you can go chill with your mama. You still got somewhere to come home to if you need something to come home to. A lot of black children, period, don't have that option.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have either one.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
And not to be that option, that's a blessing in itself, that you are now that option that you didn't have.
That's true. And that's why I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the younger years and living all around and shit, living with chicks, nowhere to go, stuff like that, man. That shit has affected me tremendously. I heard somebody say, you stop blaming them people for your past. You 58, you 56 years old now. Nobody want to hear about what your mom. That shit, that you don't realize that the ingredients is mixed early.
Yeah.
And so what you turn out to be, that shit is still inside of you.
Right.
And so, you know, one thing that bothered me when I see homeless motherfuckers walking around, or when I see young niggas, because I said to myself, that could have been me easily.
Oh, yeah, I say that all the time.
I have nowhere to go for a long time. And when I finally did have somewhere to go, I realized the way to do that, to keep maintain that, is to get my ass up and go to work and pay for it myself, because the next motherfucker do not want to look at you on their couch.
Right.
So now I have no tolerance for that shit. And if you out there like that, that's your fault.
Yeah.
For real, that's your fault. So I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't. And I used to reach out to niggas. I used to try to reach out to young niggas, man. And first thing I tell them, oh, nigga, go get your CDL. You know, if all else fail, fuck it. Now I don't say nothing to these niggas because it's almost like they don't want to hear it. And so I just let them, do whatever you want to do.
But one of them might hear it though, even though he act like he don't want to hear it. Maybe one of them may hear it.
You know what? A couple of people have become truck drivers and gave me credit for it.
Yeah.
And I like that. I embrace it. It's no reward for it in life. I take it and I roll with it. Like, yeah, at least the nigga did what he's supposed to do. You know, but as time go on, man, you get sick of saying the same shit to the same people. I could go to stops to deliver pop, and the same nigga ask me like, "Hey, you need a CDL to do that?" And nigga, you just asked me that shit when I was here last week. What the fuck you think they just gonna let you drive this truck?
Well, one day you saying it may finally kick in one day.
I told a nigga one time, yeah, just go to the Secretary of State. I'm gonna give you a CDL. I get tired of the dumb shit, bro. You know what's happening to me? I'm turning that old man, get off my grass.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to have relationships with people, deal with people, even be around people. I am happy getting off work, coming home, turning on the Tigers game, sitting in my basement with my hats, my sneakers, and my phone and some sports. I got a little speaker I put on. I'm watching YouTube, sports. I'm watching the Tigers on TV, and my son's running around, and now I'm working them out in the yard and stuff. I'm happy with that. Right. I remember when I couldn't sit my ass down. I'm on Finkel. I'm in Ridge. I'm in Taylor. I'm everywhere. Where you at? Downtown. Where you at? Ohio. I'm everywhere. You couldn't even. That's over with.
Yeah. I think. I think one thing that they don't really understand about a lot of women or whatnot don't understand one thing about men, boy. We can sit at home and be good. Good. We could be at home and it was an episode on Married with Children, and what's it, Ted? What was the father's name?
Bundy, Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. Went on vacation. That motherfucker put a crate, like a baby gate, around the couch, and had a VCR and put it in Paris. Motherfucker had a little beret on his head.
I think I saw.
Then he took the video and put it in Mexico. And had a sombrero on his head.
I think I seen
He just wanted to be there. I never understood that shit growing up as a kid. Like what is wrong with this guy? Then I get older and be like, well, shit. If I can sit on the couch and watch football, basketball, and just visualize my vacation, I'm good.
Yeah, because the number one way to survive right now, especially for men getting our age, stand the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
Like we even running to the liquor store. Like, I don't even want to call it dangerous because I'm at liquor stores and gas stations. It's totally different pulling up in a semi to deliver pop than it is when I get dressed and hop in my own truck or my wife's car and go to the store. Now I'm a regular person. These niggas ain't seeing me in no pop truck. And it's totally you got these fools acting a fool. Everybody got firearms and shit. I'm not comfortable in that environment no more.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that because the older I get, the more I realize every time I tried to prove something to a nigga that didn't mean shit, I was wasting my time.
So what you feel about Kevin Gates? I was watching one of the little podcasts. It was like a snippet of it, and he'd be around brothers that be like, man, I'm going back to the hood, and them motherfucker, well, good luck.
Good luck.
Shit, why you ain't doing it now?
At our age, it took me a long time to get out of that mentality. I just tried to stay in the hood all the fucking time till I got married. It was my wife, really. That I was still going to Southwest in the hood, hanging out, still on the porch with them. I was still running to the east side with my man and them on the east side, standing on the block. And then one day, I kept taking my wife when we first got married. And one day she said, I ain't going over there with you. I was like, why? She's like, I don't want to stand on the porch and go over there with you. I don't want to be sitting up in somebody else's house every day. That's not me.
Right.
So then I was like, all right. So I started leaving her at home and still doing it. Then she'd call my phone like, what are you doing? Like, and I started thinking to myself, what am I doing?
You said you didn't want to come. You didn't say nothing about me.
I was thinking to myself, like, what am I doing? I'm just standing on the porch with these niggas. I could just be at home.
Yeah.
And then once I start sitting down at home and you know, what you start doing is building something for you, comfortable for you.
Right.
The TV. Now I got my TV. I got my hats. I got my speaker. I got my phone. I got my sports. I don't really need to do none of that shit. No more.
Yeah.
It's not in me no more. I do not want to be bothered with no niggas, and I only got a few friends. And I'm the older I get, the more I do not like mixing my friends with my family. I don't want my kids to be like, that's your uncle. That is not your uncle. I do not know that nigga. And don't ever tell nobody tell me that shit. But I tell my kids all the time, if somebody come up talking about I'm your daddy friend, they lying. I don't know that.
So the one thing I catch myself doing now is I'll sit outside. This is how I know I'm getting old and shit. I'll be sitting outside and random people walk by and I'll be waving.
Yeah,
they be waving back. I'll be waving.
Hey, I'm waving motherfuckers all the time.
Then I'm having a conversation with somebody I ain't never known or seen a day in my life, and now here they are. We having a full blown conversation.
You know what, man? You that's called being at peace because we spend so much time angry for nothing. I spent a whole lot of time angry and still don't even know why. Making all these mean faces, running around acting, I'll fuck you up for nothing.
Right.
Man, I do not have the energy for that shit no more. I'm not gonna let nobody come push me down. But at the same time, man, just go ahead with that shit, bro. We're gonna live off our lives. We're gonna be on Fox too. I'm not gonna let you beat me up, so what are we gonna do?
Right.
Just leave me alone and go do. You know, so the best way is to stay away from people and keep people away from your family.
Oh yeah.
I keep niggas away from my family because every time somebody say they want to be they your mans and they want to come and watch the game and all that, now your wife walking around, you know. No, I don't. Stay away from me. Don't know. I think when people be like, oh, I'm gonna come through and watch the game. No, you're not. I'm not watching. I'm in the basement, bro. In my hoop shorts or something. I'm still one of the people that wear hoop shorts under their clothes. I'm in the basement sitting down. I don't want company. So no, I'm cool with that.
I don't blame you with that shit. I don't blame you with that shit. I mean, I'm not an everyday company person, but if I barbecue and invite some people over, and we gonna barbecue and we gonna have a couple beers and stuff like that, don't think we doing this again next week. Right. Or the week after, or the week after that, or the week after that.
See you on Memorial Day, the 4th of July, maybe New Year's.
We ain't doing this every other week or every week. This is only on certain occasions. This may be the last time we see each other this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like you. I'm not real big on company every damn day. I just want to sit back, watch ESPN, NFL Network, first, no stuff like that.
We the same, bro.
And that's part of the reason why I haven't got rid of my cable yet. Because I like watching my shit live.
Yeah, me too.
I like being able to watch ESPN. I don't want to watch Hulu after HBO done been on for an hour.
Right.
Even though I don't know the damn difference when HBO done been on for 3 hours showing the same episode on ESPN.
I'll sit and watch SportsCenter 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Because it's something that you missed. Bro.
Right.
But I mean, it's not funny acting. It's just that the older you get, the more people come into your life and something happen, you only got yourself to blame.
Yeah.
You only got yourself to blame. And I think one of the nails in the coffin, and I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody gonna know this story. But I was had something in my house, and we was all sitting there and the homie was there with his wife, and a couple of other homies was there. And I heard the nigga, my wife got up and walked. I heard the niggas tell his wife that he didn't know my wife was shaped like that.
Damn.
And so that shit just threw me for a whole fucking loop. And I heard it, but I ain't say nothing though. I bit my tongue because I was like. The older I get, the more I'm like, well, what if I say something? How is this gonna turn out? So I'm just going. This is it. This is the last time.
Yeah.
Out for real. And then I have no idea what he meant by it, but it don't matter. I was offended by it.
Right.
And my wife ain't hear it, but why would you tell your wife? What kind of weird shit is this?
Yeah.
So then that's why I don't do the double date and none of that shit. I'm not finna be like, oh, force my wife. Now me, you, and your wife finna go out. Now y'all they friends. What's gonna come from that? And that's kind of like paranoid or whatever. At the same time, fuck it, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll meet y'all there and we'll come to an event. We'll kick it and all that, but I don't want to force no friendships or force nothing.
Right.
And I don't want to all of a sudden now we meeting with this same couple or we meeting with these people or we coupling up. Nah. I don't drink and now I'm relaxed from drinking. So we don't need to go to the bar really.
Right.
We gotta find some stuff for us to do that make us happy, but we don't need nobody else to do that.
Right.
So
you mentioned that you haven't been drinking for a while. Yeah, a few times.
I stopped. This time I stopped. This is the longest time I haven't drunk liquor in my life.
How long has that been?
Well, 4 months. 3 months.
Okay.
4 months. It might be 4 months. I don't know, but it's been a long time. It's hard to sit next to that. But I mean, man, I just decided for me that health needed to be wealth.
Right.
Because I keep looking at my sons and saying, if I die, my wife is amazing, but I just don't know how this shit gonna turn out if I ain't here for a while.
What was the straw that broke the camel back for you to say, you know what, I'm not drinking no more. I'm not drinking today, and then just kept following.
I would get buzzed, really buzzed, and I would think about it the next day, like, man, I wasted my whole day. Drunk, sat around, didn't really talk to nobody, too drunk, and now it's Monday morning and I'm at work. I gotta shake it off.
Right.
I just got tired of it, bro. And then my health, like my blood pressure was high as fuck.
Yeah.
Now my blood pressure, I take it like all the time. Now I used to be scared to take it. My shit used to be 170, 180 over 100 and some change, bro. Yeah. And so then, you know, my wife was the one, she got me going to the doctor a lot more. I ain't talking about my health, but I started realizing I needed to do some stuff. So and then I realized drinking was one of the things that was hurting me.
Mm-hmm.
My blood pressure was 124 over 75 before I came over.
Yeah, my girl got me, you know, going to the doctor.
They save us, bro.
Yeah,
they save our lives.
Because she was like, when I first met her, she was like, I done known you for 2 years.
You ain't been to the doctor
yet. You ain't
yet.
been to the doctor yet.
My wife said the same thing.
I was like,
bro.
Shit. All right, so I get on. I go call my mom. I go call the you know, whatever insurance I had at the time, and they send me a list of different doctors to choose out of and shit. I'm like, all right, what you think about this one? What you think about this one? And before now, I got a damn my chart and shit.
Yeah, I got all that.
These motherfuckers send me notes.
I hate that shit, but I got it. I got it because I remember when I first started going to the doctor, and they did the my chart shit, and my doctor was like, "Well, I'm the type of doctor, man. I run your blood for everything just out the gate. I wanted to make sure we see what we working with." So he did it, right? And then he never called. So I'm asking my wife, like, why this motherfucker didn't call? Like, he didn't say nothing about my blood. It'd been like 2-3 weeks. It's like, maybe it was okay. He don't have to tell you nothing. She was like, did they give you the my chart? So I'm going and shit. I'm like, what is this? HIV results. I was like, did I take an HIV test? What is this? I'm looking in the my chart and shit. I'm like, I'm trying to log in. I can't log in and shit, locking me out. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, this nigga didn't call and didn't tell me nothing. And I got the HIV result. I want to know what the fuck is happening. And then I get in there, I ain't have it. But I had a bunch of other shit. I didn't know what it meant. Yeah, so I'm like, man, I told my doctor, don't do that shit, bro. Schedule me an appointment after you do my blood and bring me in and tell me what the fuck is happening here. You know what I'm saying? Don't send me no shit on no my chart, bro, because I'm going to be at the crib Googling shit and I'm going to be dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old man, bro. I didn't know what the fuck this mean right here. I'm 80 points away from this. What the fuck do that mean?
Yeah, them damn.
How do I get the points? I mean, what the fuck? You know, so.
When I first got on the my chart, man, and I'm thinking I'm old school too. I'm thinking, all right, shit, it's gonna be about a week. I don't know what my blood come back at.
Yeah, I don't know how you work.
And then the shit come back in 10 minutes. I'm like, well, damn, let the shit build up. I don't want to know right now.
Right.
I know I'm complaining right now.
Yeah.
But I don't in case some shit going wrong. I don't want to know right now. But fortunately, you know, nothing's never came up of anything, but I think all they want to do is keep getting money from me. I'm like, well, why do I got a copay? I pay my copay, then I got a damn $300 bill. Well, what my copay for?
Good point.
Yeah,
I 100% agree with you. They want to keep you coming. You a customer at that point. Yeah, they helping you, and they the only ones can tell you what's going on with your blood and all that shit. But now you need them to find out this information. Yeah. And they keeping you coming. And
the shit ain't free.
And then I don't like it when them motherfuckers be talking about, I got another doctor for you that I'm going to send you to him for this. Like, I ain't even say shit was wrong with that.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you talk about? That shit bothered me because I know they see you on my insurance is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm a Teamster. We a union, and we got some kind of a Teamster union type of insurance. And man, these motherfuckers see that shit and be like, we got one. You know? And then you want to, how you going for every fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
You know? And I just, sometimes I'm like, man, is this shit really wrong with me, bro? Or are you just sending me to a motherfucker, you get the kickback or something? I don't like that shit. Don't send me nowhere without nothing unless I need it. For real.
Yeah, that my chart, them damn doctor boy, they get you every time.
Every time.
They get you every time. I'm like, well, damn, now I got a high doctor bill. I thought I had a copay. I called and asked them what preventative care meant. Preventative care means you pay a $20 copay, you don't gotta pay nothing else. Well, how come every time I go to my preventative care, they send me to someone else? Now I gotta pay this damn money right here too.
It's all the bill you insure. That's why the insurance companies act the way they act.
Yeah.
Because they getting robbed from them. So
Right.
now they gonna rob you. It's just bullshit. But at the end of the day, I'd rather go than not go. Because you hate to be the motherfucker. And I'm gonna be clear, I don't do everything I should do. They be like, oh, you gotta do this because it's this age, or you gotta do this because it's that. Give me a minute. Let me work on this cholesterol, this blood pressure. Then I go do the colonoscopy. Or I do it. You get to an age, you be like, man, I don't even want to talk about this shit, bro. But eventually I'm gonna have to do all that shit. Because like I said, the end game is to be here for these niggas, my sons, that so they don't be without me, bro.
Right,
and then they got to rely on, which is a great source, they mama, but they still need me.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want them to get the shit from somebody else because everything somebody else told me was bullshit.
Right.
So
No, I get that shit. And then, my other question is being a black man in America, and right now, I see America divided in so many damn different ways.
mm-hmm.
Where people don't accept you for who you are, what you support, or what not.
Mm-hmm.
They just look at you as this fucked up individual if you don't follow suit what they follow suit on. And one of those is, with politics, and I've been seeing a lot of brothers that support Trump, like Trump, and things of that nature. Now, where do you sit at with Trump? I think he a nigga.
I think he a nigga too. I like Trump, and that is gonna rub people the wrong way once again. But man, I like Trump, man. I don't want to hear these Democrats no more, bro. And the evidence is right there in your face. But a lot of black people, man, we just wanna. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with us. I know that I'm not gonna keep voting for the same motherfuckers that got us in the position that we in. And if you look at all these Democrat-ran cities with all this fucked up shit, how can you count on these motherfuckers to fix this shit when they keeping it the same way to get their votes all this time?
Right.
And now Trump is an idiot. He do some dumb shit and he say some dumb shit. But I like my people to be like that instead of a motherfucker that's telling you one thing and going and doing something else behind your fucking back. I like the way Trump put it up front. And I like the way he is. And let's be clear, Democrat, Republican, they all the same thing. They don't give a fuck about you for real. Joe Biden is not coming and sitting down here and doing this podcast.
No.
And neither is Trump. So that's the same shit. I need the motherfucker to fix the shit that's in my tax bracket. I don't really care about. I can't sit and focus on everybody. I got to worry about me and mine right now, and that's fucked up. But ain't nobody worrying about me sending me no money orders. So I figure if Trump fixed the shit for middle class white people, he gonna have to fix it for me.
Right.
And so that's what I'm focused on. I don't really care if he cleaned up the hood and all that shit because you niggas don't care either. So y'all mad because a black person like Trump. And y'all don't think that we shouldn't support him because he's racist. Joe Biden think you're a nigga too. Well, I don't even know where he at half the time.
Well, I think politics in general is against any and everybody. I think politics period is against black folks as one, just for the simple fact that if these Democrats don't like these Republicans so much, and these Republicans don't like these Democrats so much, they steady work together every damn day.
All day long.
They steady work together every damn day.
And it's a job. And if you think about how you treat people at your job, y'all working together, and then when you go home, that's it. I don't really hate you like that. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm at the crib. And it really, man, like I said, if you look at what's going on, like you said, in the world right now, it's fucked up. And the way the shit's going on with the people they trying to kick out of here for the illegal alien, all that bullshit. Them people have plenty of time to figure their situation out. And now they want to say, oh, black people, y'all should be with us. No, where the fuck was y'all when they were treating us like shit?
But no, I don't agree with that. I don't remember seeing not one brown person in the civil rights movement. I don't remember seeing not one of them people. Now I'm not gonna say what they're going through is right as far as being deported, because I just think a lot of these motherfuckers coming back home, because I don't know no white person named Sandy anything.
Right.
San Diego, San Jose, El Dorado, El Paso. Like I think they come back home. But don't ask me to sit up here and march and protest with you. You know what I'm saying? I could, but don't get mad when I'm not, because where was you at when I was trying to sit at this damn counter and eat with everybody when they was beating me and telling me I couldn't do it? Where was you at when I was marching? They was sticking dogs on me and putting water holes on us. You was just like, poor Negro. Poor nigga, you poor nigga.
That's calling us niggas too.
Yeah.
I'm super close to a lot of Hispanic people, especially in the hat world. Like they love hats.
Yeah.
A lot of Hispanic people love fitted hats, and some of them help me run the group. And I love them like brothers. This don't have nothing to do with that.
Right.
This is the black struggle in America. To me, is separate from friendship and area, because at the end of the day, whether you're my friend or not, I'm black.
Yeah.
And whatever happened to black people in America is gonna happen to me. And if it ain't happening to you and me, it's not. It's never gonna happen to you and me, because if you're not black, it's not happening to you.
Right.
And black people, nobody benefited more from the struggle of black people in America than Hispanic people, because everything we got beat down for, they gained with no fight.
I mean, that's everybody.
Well, them mostly.
Yeah.
Because they was the second biggest group that came in like that. And white people have turned around and gave them their ass to kiss like they did us. And they thought they was their friend.
Yeah.
And I think they found out the hard way that America love America. That's it. If you separate from America, then if you got to get out, then you got to get the fuck out too.
But you know, your boy said that they're gonna leave those alone that work on farms and hospitality.
He's a hypocrite for that. But then at the end of the day, if you
do you think he's a hypocrite for that, or do you think it's the people that's sitting so high up that's telling them you fucking with my money and I got you in office?
Both. He's a hypocrite for that, and he's an idiot for that. Them people's idiots too. You need these people. I ain't never woke up and said, I started seeing all these Mexican people, all these people coming from out of, because you don't just want to call them Mexican people.
Yeah.
It was more than just Mexican people. And now I work in Southwest Detroit, and I'm finding out it's all type of people here. And so the people that was born here, you an American citizen. I'm fine with that. If you came over that border and didn't go get no paperwork and none of that shit, I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't want to hear it from me. So I'm treating you the way I think you would have treated me. You would have gave me your ass to kiss, and that's exactly what I'm not giving you my kiss. It's not my issue. Figure it out.
But what about the Italians?
Them too. They South Africans or whoever. If you not American and you're here illegally, Arabic, anything, I don't care who you are. You go get it right or whatever. And I don't care. I will never fight that struggle, because like I said, no one stood with black. I don't think nobody stood with black people. I don't think honestly, it was more white people that stood with us to fight against racism than anything. So I would say white people. So that's why I've also moved on from thinking there's no hope for black and white people, because it's people that's white, man, that's in my life that I need them. And I want them to do what they do for me, friendship-wise, advice-wise, work-wise. And I'm not going to turn my back on them because some other motherfucker called me a nigger.
Right.
That don't have nothing to do with me and their relationship no more. I'm over that. All white people are racist. That's bullshit.
Oh, yeah, no.
And now white people are struggling with the racist shit because a lot of people hate them now. And they going in on them about what they forefathers, ancestors did. And it's not fair because everybody don't feel the same. But no matter what, I still always think that a white person knows that they white in America, and that they'll, if they have to, if it's a boat and there's one spot left and they say we're gonna give it to the white person, they're not gonna be like, give it to my brother.
But do you think with Trump being in office his first term and this term, it's done catapulted a lot of white people to express their actual feelings towards black folks, Mexican folks, gay folks, transgender, anything like that?
I think America is America, bro. And I think that the last conversation we had on your podcast, we talked about that from Taylor when we was growing up. And those kids are the grown-ups now with us. Right. So what's the difference? So what are we experiencing that's any different? Those people was the civil rights movement people, was their grandparents. Those kids those people was their parents, and we grew up with those kids, and now they raising the next generation. Okay, right. What are we missing? Them are the same white people that was in America when we were growing up. They be a little bit more outspoken now. They more outspoken because I think Trump makes them comfortable. I think he make it comfortable, but here's where I'm gonna make some niggas mad. Okay. The shit you see, it's hard not to be like, look at these motherfuckers. It's hard to look at some niggas and not be like, look at these motherfuckers. I mean, but they don't represent most of us though. Well, that's the same thing with white people. The people that's saying that, look at these niggas, they don't represent most white people. Yeah. Because you still got these liberals and these people that's fighting for black people. And I maintain that those are the worst white people, the liberals, because those people, like, I hate to tell the story, but I have to. If somebody's upset with me, it's just a fact. I had a dude at work come and tell me, like, aren't you mad about Trump? I'm like, for what? He's like, because they're going to increase the police in the black community. I'm like, I ain't doing shit. Like, what about your daughter? They're gonna take away abortion. I'm like, well, I would hope my daughter wouldn't need an abortion, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he's a liberal telling me I should be. This is how you feel about niggas, bro? That we should be scared because they finna increase the police in the black community? I ain't doing nothing wrong. So if they increase the police in the black community, I should feel the same way you feel, right? But you think because I'm black that they're gonna pull me over and fuck with me, and that's that liberal bullshit. And really, Malcolm X, I'm a big fan of Malcolm X. He woke me up to the liberals. If you go back and listen to a lot of his speeches, he's saying that liberals is the fox and the wolf. The racist white people are the wolf, and the liberals are the fox. Both of them gonna eat you, but one of them just gonna trick you into eating you. One of them just gonna eat your ass alive.
But then that also goes to saying, if you put lipstick on a pig, is it still a pig?
It's a goddamn pig.
Yeah. So does it matter if it's a wolf or if it's a fox? If you're gonna get ate, you're gonna get ate.
You're gonna get ate. But see, you got these niggas that's falling for that liberal bullshit. And they saying it, we'll just lump the gays, the blacks, and the Mexicans together. We'll take care of all of you guys and give you welfare, and we'll take care of you. But we want you to live next door, but we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna still live over there, but y'all can live over there and everything is fine. No, I don't like that shit. It's fake.
Because I think both of them play a major part on manipulating and putting people against people. And the reason why I say it is that because you don't divide the country up in blue and red. You got blue states, you got red states. But now you go to California, you got Bloods, you got Crips. They so goddamn bad. They so damn horrible. They gang members. They got guns. They doing this. They killing off each other. They doing this, that, and the third. But shit, you red and blue too. You killing off. You killing off the man in the household to disrupt this young this child's life growing up to where he won't have a chance in hell, regardless if you a Republican or if you a Democrat, because both of y'all work together for a common goal, and that's to keep us distracted and thinking of bullshit. Both of y'all allow these guns in this country. Both of y'all allow this cocaine in here. These black folks don't have access to the ports.
What Nino Brown said?
It's your port.
I don't own no plane.
Yeah.
None of us in here own a puppy field. Listen, bro, like I said, the Republicans, bro, the other Democrats, they don't give a fuck about neither person. They gonna keep living their great life all the while. They gonna keep us thinking that they fighting for us. Well, Republicans ain't, but Democrats, that's why I hate them the most. Because if you look at all the big cities, they all ran by Democrats, and look how horrible the conditions is black people live in. And I'm a gun person, so that's another reason why I hate Democrats, because you make laws against guns, but criminals don't follow laws. So what the fuck are you doing? You making a law against the average person. So yeah, of course, don't nobody need no goddamn rifle to shoot a bullet a second. Don't make no sense, right? But what if I do need it? It's the right to bear arms. It's in the Constitution. Why are you fucking with the Constitution? Because no criminal is gonna go read the Constitution like, I'm not gonna rob the store with an AK-47 because we don't, it's in the Constitution. No, get the fuck out of here. You making laws that's affecting the average man that ain't doing nothing. Leave guns alone in this country.
No, I think part of it is that all right, like you say, you may not want no gun that's gonna shoot a 3 rounds a second, and that could be looked at as like an overkill. And we want you to bear arms, but I think both of them are scaring everybody because you got the Republicans saying they're gonna take away your constitutional right to bear arms. Then you have the Democrats coming back and saying that no, we just don't want you to be able to have your weapon like this, and so forth. Not knowing that a lot of people don't know how a constitution gets amended. The Second Amendment would never be ratified. The only difference in the Constitution that people don't understand when you read the language is when they say a militia. If every gang in the world said we're a militia,
instead of a gang.
instead of a gang, you will be allowed to defend your property.
You're right.
But because they say I'm a gang, but then you got these people in Michigan that say militia. The Constitution says that as a militia, you're allowed to defend, your sanctuary, so to speak. So if you sit there and say gang, well, no, that mean you a gang. I mean you're doing illegal shit. You say if you sit there and say, that you're a militia, you're saying you're fighting for your country. Mm-hmm. It's the language that they not paying attention to.
Well, the older I get, the more I realize how much word means.
Yeah.
And it's like, for instance, at my job, if you don't like something, maybe your route, I get to work and they got me going to $15 generals today. It's gonna take me all day to do this shit, and it's horrible.
Right.
They treat us like shit, so I'm not doing that. You can't go to your boss and say, "I'm not doing that shit. It's horrible. I'm going home." You got to go and say, "I don't feel well. I'm going home." Yeah, you know what? But the way you worded it got you out of trouble.
Right.
So it's how you word shit. And militia and gang, they stuck that shit on us. I don't think no gang ever called itself a gang. You look up and y'all being called a gang, now y'all running around saying we're a gang. Niggas ain't make that up.
Because you ain't never said, no, I'm a militia.
Right. Yeah. I think in the beginning they did. The Black Panthers on it. Well, you see how that turned out. The Black Panthers was a militia, I believe. I don't think they was calling themselves a gang. They was a militia trying to protect themselves from racist police.
Yeah, they was protecting their own community. I'm not sure they used the word militia or not.
Something. Well, they just call themselves Black Panthers. I don't think but I mean,
they govern themselves.
The way America works is this. If you talk about racism, it's almost like you're talking about America and people get offended. Yeah. Because racism in America is so
they go hand in hand.
You can't say nothing. And when you say something negative or you say somebody is racist, now you're talking about America. No, I'm not. I'm just talking about that one racist person.
Yeah.
But there's so many and it's so intertwined on both sides that now you're talking about America. When we talk about America, I never seen nobody love something so much the way they love this place. And I don't think this shit will do anything for you for real. Mm-hmm. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I focused on raising my kids and teaching them the same thing because I try to tell them all the time to be aware. But we talked about this, I think I said before. I can't sit up and keep telling them to worry about all these racist white people when I don't know nobody white ever done anything to anybody in my particular life. But everybody I know that ever been fucked up or done something bad been some niggas. So how do I spin that to them?
Right.
I just got to tell them, watch out for all these people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Watch out for them and watch out for them. And that's it.
And this is how you watch out for them.
Exactly.
This is how.
And these are tools you need to don't have to even worry about them. You get a job. You go to school. You get an education. You get a trade. Fuck college. That's a trap. I think college is a trap. I think that's some bullshit. You get locked in. People go to school, they do all this educational shit, you get all these student loans, and now here this nigga went and became a plumber, and y'all live next door to each other. And you got all these student loans, and he don't. His life look better.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't tell nobody nothing because the system is set up to keep steering people in certain directions to get them doing shit, and then it don't always end up working out.
Right. No, you right about that, man. You just right. And even dealing with, the state of black men. In this country, we got so many, we got so much on our shoulders and our backs, meaning that we got so many bad stereotypes from every damn body.
We do.
We don't take care of this. We lazy here. We this. We that.
We do.
And it's completely different because all you do is see the ones that's not. And you never watch the ones that do. You know what I'm saying? Because every time if you watching the news, the 8 o'clock in the morning news, the 12 o'clock news, the 4 and 6 o'clock news, that means your ass is home all damn day too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means you're not going to work seeing all these other black men at work in whatever capacity it could be. It could be from a truck driver to a plumber to an attorney.
That's right.
You not seeing all. You just seeing what you see on TV, and you run with that shit. And the part that baffles me sometimes is when you watch other black people talk about other black people. Like I said earlier, airing out our dirty laundry.
Right.
And you don't see no other race airing their dirty laundry to us. It ain't like they got. You don't see hillbillies talking about hillbillies.
No.
You don't see rednecks talking about rednecks. You don't see Jews talking about Jews. You don't see Arabics talking about Arabics.
No.
And I'm sure they all got some negative. They all got some shit with some negative lights to it.
They definitely do.
But you look at us and we want to sit up there and talk about how bad this person is and how dumb this person is and why white people don't do this and why Arabs don't do this, that, and the third. It's all because we air our own dirty laundry and they don't air it.
We've been trained to do that though.
Yeah.
We've been trained in the media. The media play a big, like I said before. They need to stop interviewing people when it's tragic. And then they go find a person with the hair all over their head, ain't wash their face, and they want to ask you why did they shoot your brother on the porch? You know, why would you do this? Let these people be. But that's what in the media, they play that shit for 1 million homes every day, and everybody's sitting there watching that shit, black people included. Like, look at this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's just embarrassing, bro.
Right.
You start even looking at your own people. But I mean, we don't have no choice but to embrace black.
Yeah.
You can't switch. And then no matter how frustrated I am with these niggas and no matter what I just said here today, man, I wouldn't change it.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be nothing but black, and I love black people.
Oh, yeah.
I can't fix it. And I ain't even trying no more. I'm focusing on mine. If you want to fix yours, figure it out. But I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't wake up today and be nothing different. I love being
Hell no.
black American.
Yeah.
I want to add that because I do not think that we Africans. I do not think we the same. And I do not think they fuck with us either. I'm heavy on that.
Yeah.
I don't believe they fuck with us, bro.
I mean, I think, you know, it's quite a few that may not, and I believe it's some, and I believe it's some that do, and I believe just like any Italian that was born here and still call themselves an Italian American, and any Polish person or Scottish person that was born here and still tell you I'm Scottish or Irish American, or any Asian person from China, Japanese, they born here and a couple generations in, they still gonna say it. But the only difference with us compared to all of them is that they came here voluntarily and brought their culture from there here.
Right.
We came here forcefully and made our culture here on the shit that we eat, on the shit on the way that we live, and the things that we accept. You know what I'm saying? We're the closest to being American than any other race other than a Native American. As far as being actual Americans.
That's true.
We more American than any Italian, any Polish, any Irish, anyone else.
All of our generations has been here.
Yeah.
I just think that something is not being told in the story, and I think stuff is missing. And until I figure that out, if I had to spend my whole life trying to do that, I'm not embracing the African American thing.
Right.
And I don't call myself African American. I used to, but now I just feel like I'm a black American.
Yeah.
Because I don't what part of Africa do I come from? I have no idea. You know, I don't know if you know yours.
No.
I refuse to do that ancestor test.
But that's the difference between us
and them
and them, because they know.
And I heard somebody making fun of black people for that, as if we wanted that.
Right.
You know? Nobody don't know what our people way back went through to get to where we at. So it's no records or logs that we can look up and say, well, we from Sudan. I'm not 100% certain that that's even the story at this point. You know, we so mixed up from rape and all type of stuff that happened to us along the slave journey, and that who knows what's what.
Yeah, because you know, I also believe that when you look at other races, their last names match their culture.
Right.
You look at our last name. Our last name matches someone else's culture.
We know nothing. We don't know our food.
We don't.
Everybody got food. Mexicans got food. Italian got food. I don't know if white people. I know each Polish people. So each individual nationality got their Polish food, Italian food, Mexican food. They just sold food.
But I believe I believe what Malcolm said. If you go get an Asian person and his last name is Murray, it's gonna be a problem there. How the hell you get a last name Murray and you Chinese?
And I think a lot of that, while we sick, is that we don't even eat. We don't know what food we supposed to really be. I mean, that's kind of deep, right? But think about it though. What are we missing? A lot of ingredients to who we really are.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna give us the file and tell us that this is it. We fucked up, and that shit is affecting us all throughout our race.
Right.
And how do you fix it? They're not gonna tell us. No one's gonna help us. So
I just think that we just been resilient and came up with our own.
We very resilient. We strong, and that's why they gotta keep coming up with shit to do to divide us and fuck us up. Because if we was to ever figure it out, they know.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, we make babies faster than anybody.
I don't know. The Chinese make them faster.
I don't know.
They
bro.
got a few billion over there.
Yeah, they unhindered. They unhindered.
They over there like rabbits.
They're not stopping them. You know,
Yeah.
Here, I think the number one killer of children is abortion.
Them Asians, they be at it.
I don't know what
They be at it. They got 10 billion. They got 10 billion.
You don't think it ain't no 10 billion in Africa, the whole continent?
Are you talking about from here, as far as blacks being here in America, or blacks?
Oh, well, they ain't gonna never let us. We ain't gonna never get that amount. They not gonna let us.
Oh, well,
They not gonna let us because they don't want that. Like, that's another topic. Do you really think that black people is only 14 or 15% of the population of the United States? Because I believe that's bullshit.
14%.
What are we? They said we 13%.
Yeah, we like 13%.
Do you believe that?
I believe it.
I don't.
I believe it.
I ain't been coming to the census till I was the last two censuses. When I was younger, I ain't never seen a census person count me.
When you look at when you think of like the rural areas,
I've been to them
and things like that, and you look at some cities that they call sundown cities, meaning you better not be in this city when the sun come down.
I've been in them.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I ain't saying we have. I don't think we 14%, and I don't think they'll never say. How come it never increases?
It increase in prison. We 50% in prison.
More black people in America than what they said. At one point, I remember reading that it was almost 50-50, and they did something. They realized that, and they found a way to solve it. Like, whoever knows what the fuck they did. But I don't believe it's just 14% black people in America. I don't believe it.
I mean
everybody I know got 4 and 5 kids.
That 14% isn't like saying, all right, you only got 2 million people, 2 million African Americans in this country. That 14% is still saying you got a few 100 million in the country.
Well, it's only like what 400 million people in America.
No, it's in the billions.
In America?
Yeah.
Ain't no billion people in America.
Yeah, it's in the billions.
Bet you $1.
And Asia, that billions go.
That's where they in the billions. China got 1 billion people. India got 1 billion people, and I think Pakistan got 1 billion people. But in America, it's like 450 million people. That's it.
Well, I guess we had to Google that one. I know it for sure.
Not in like the whole America. I'm talking about just the United States.
Yeah.
It's like 450 million people.
That's a lot, though.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it could be 14%. That's still a lot.
That's a lot, but that's not enough. It don't make sense. It's not adding up. Numbers ain't adding up.
I mean, when you put everything together, like you said, you put in the you look at the statistics, and then you see black folks dying every single damn day from some type of violent crime every single day.
They're keeping them numbers down.
So you got a 20-year-old. Now I got to start back over at 20 years old 10,000 times this year. In Detroit, let's just say, for example, in big cities like Detroit, Los Angeles, if you have the average amount of deaths being
200 or 300 per big city,
and then you add some of the smaller cities, and then go per capita, and your average age ain't even 40 years old. Imagine how many times you got to start over with this shit. You got to start over constantly and constantly.
They're knocking us off. We knocking each other off.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying. So that's how that number end up being what it is.
I would love for you to research that and tell me what you think later.
No, I can do that.
I believe that it's more of us here than what they're saying, and I don't think they ever want to tell the real number.
Right.
Because I think it'll shock. It'll make it just fear mongering. This is what they do. Like the Fox News. Every time you look up, now it's a COVID with razors in your throat. I be telling myself all the time, stop watching the news, but you can't. You get addicted to hearing this shit.
Now I stopped watching. I mean, I don't know when the last time I like sat down and like literally watched the news, because it ain't nothing but bad news.
Yeah.
In the news, and then you ain't got nothing but people saying what this is and what that is, and if it fits what I believe, then it got to be true. Because me and you can have two different thoughts, but if I hear what I like to hear on the news, that's what it is. If you hear what you like to hear on the news, then that's what it is. Then we bring these two thoughts together. Both of us is wrong.
Yeah.
Because you got your thought, I got my thought. They done put us both together, and we don't even know they just put both of us against each other.
Well, they do that daily.
Yeah.
The media. That's what the media do. Is divide and conquer, bro.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah,
You know, but you know, I commend you for raising your sons the way that you raising your sons, man.
I'm trying, bro.
As a black man, in this country, what I'm saying, going through the things that we go through on a daily basis, and giving them a much better life, than what you had.
I'm
You know what I'm
trying.
saying?
I'm trying.
And the crazy part is that you may not even know it, because I didn't even know it, and sometimes I don't even realize is that I don't set a bar that I didn't even know I set. Because when your kids is praising you, is loving you, is cherishing you, that means you don't set a bar somewhere. Now, when these kids don't give two fucks about you, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Kids ain't gonna kids are not gonna want to be with you because you ain't cool, but they're gonna come home where it's safe at. Kids ain't gonna want to talk to you on an everyday basis, but when they got something in their mind, they need some advice, they're gonna give you that call.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And being able to do that as a black man, regardless of how much money you make or don't make, or how easy life is for you, or how hard you struggle in life, and just coming through that every single day as a black person is a victory every day, regardless of how many of these people sit up here and down us on a regular basis. Sometimes it's our own people, sometimes it's other people. You know what I'm saying? But you continue doing what it is that you're doing and raising them boys, man.
Appreciate you, bro, and I am, because as long as I'm here, that's what I'm dedicated to now. Them.
Yeah.
No matter how frustrating they get, no matter what they put me through, no matter what they tear up in my house, I'm gonna try to stay here and make sure them young men understand what it is I'm trying to get them to understand.
Yeah, and they ain't gonna understand it until they much older and they start remembering shit.
Right.
Daddy did it this way. I'm gonna do it like my daddy did.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy ain't never. You know what I'm saying? And even when you passed and gone, they still gonna live out what it was that you taught them, and it's gonna keep going forward and forward.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, like I said earlier, was that when I see them correcting each other and telling them like, "Daddy said" or "Daddy wouldn't," I like, that's how you know they listening.
Right.
I ain't gotta do nothing. They self-checking.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's important because shit, we the last. We talked about that before. We the last of a dying breed, and if we don't teach them, then it ain't gonna be none of us left.
Yeah.
So
I think you just need to pat yourself on the back, man. And
I try to, but I'm always living in that world where what's gonna go wrong next? What I'm gonna have to fix now? What I'm gonna have to take care of?
Shit, everything gonna go wrong.
I know, right? And I'm gonna have to fix it all.
Shit, a wise man once told me, man, shit happens.
Shit happens.
And you just got it, and you just be blessed that you in a position to roll with them punches.
I'm trying.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to be blessed that it's a lot of people that would love to be in the position that you in, to roll with those punches that don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw the motherfucker out of.
Well, like I said, I ain't had that either, but I realized that if you get up and go to work every day, that somebody gonna give you a check, and you use that to buy the pot to piss in.
But man, I think this was this was another great podcast, man.
It definitely was. When we get together, we do. We get it in. We get it in for real. I like that.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming, man. And like we said, I doubt this is gonna be the last one either.
I'm always down to do another. We just got to get it coordinated, man.
Yeah.
My life all over the place with the little kids, the grown kids, my wife in school and work, and I'm working. And summertime, they whoop our ass with you. They fill these trucks up with pop, man, and send me all over the city.
Yeah, everybody home.
Yeah,
everybody home. Yeah, everybody home now. Them kids can walk to the store now.
Yeah.
They ain't in school. Them kids can walk to the store.
We definitely can get together and do another one, add a couple of people, man, and talk about our lives growing up again and all of that, man.
Yeah, shit. We can even do if you want to, we can even do a couples podcast.
Yeah, you know what? I thought about that, telling you that. I told my wife quiet, man, but I bet if she open her mouth, she won't stop.
Probably, my girl. I've done one with my girl, and I did with Battle and his wife.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. And that you can probably edit this part, but I saw him on here. I was wondering, was he that on Facebook? I was like, damn, this Battle, but I ain't never seen him talk or nothing. He be talking on Facebook.
Not on Facebook.
He on Facebook, right?
Yeah, he on Facebook.
I never seen him talk.
No,
I removed him because I was like, man, I don't know if this is even a real page. I started getting weird people just add me. I'm like, man, I don't know who this is, but that's who I think it is. But then they ain't never said nothing.
No, he don't say much on Facebook.
Yeah, but see, I gotta add him because I see that I started seeing that he was talking to you on there though.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of people that we grew up with. So I wasn't sure who was who, but I like to add them people back, man. I love to know that everybody doing all right. I be wondering about a lot of people, man, but I mean, I don't like reaching out because, like I said, I don't want to be like, oh no, no, we ain't getting together. I just want to make sure you was good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes you got to reach out and then that way you get to check that individual's temperature.
Yeah, that's true.
Like nah, man, I just want to say
what's up, motherfucker. Yeah. I saw y'all did y'all thing over here. Y'all had the party with the horses and all that.
Yeah.
How did your neighbor? I was wondering how your neighbors felt about that. Because I know this community, and I just know that
one neighbor did call the police.
See what I'm saying?
Because the problem was because my man came. My daughter had the mechanical bull. Then a friend of hers who worked with the guy in Belleville that worked with horses, he brought the horse over, and everybody was getting rides. So it started to rain. So my man was like, "Well, I'm getting ready to go." The other guy had the mechanical bull, packing up, getting ready to leave. And horses just shit.
Right.
So the lady right on the side of me, right here behind me, she shit. The horse shit in her grass.
She lost her mind.
It was she like, are you gonna clean that up? Well, but yeah, I'm gonna clean it up. Why would I leave horse shit on your grass, even though this horse shit is gonna make your grass super green?
Right.
It's
a top-notch fertilizer.
Yeah. And then the police came over.
Right.
And I thought they were gonna say the music was too loud. And they're like, no, we got word that you had a horse in the street. Like, well, yeah, we had a horse, we had a mechanical bull too. You missed him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they had that situation going on at the gas station that night while a man was barricaded.
Oh, okay. Damn.
So they came over super late.
Right.
Yeah, because like
everything already over.
Yeah, everything already over.
Go on in, officer.
Yeah, and I know who did. I got a funny feeling who called because all my neighbors around here was cool with it except for that one neighbor who had the horse shit on the grass.
Right.
My neighbors on the side of me, they parked their cars either in their garage or they parked the cars.
No, or they just you let them know or they
Yeah, because we tried to do a whole block party, but my daughter didn't want it in the front; she wanted it in the back.
Right.
So because we had to go get signatures and shit.
Oh, okay.
We had to go get signatures.
And nobody minded.
No one minded.
Yeah.
But we just couldn't get the street blocked off along the side.
Right.
So she was like, "Well, I don't want the block party." And then my neighbors over here across the street from me, on the side, they either park their cars in the driveway or they park their cars in the front of their house or they park their cars sideways in the driveway part.
Right. They didn't give you no hard time.
No, they didn't give me no hard time except for the one.
Always that one because I even got that. I know we coming to an end here, but I got the one on my block that called the police on me for playing loud music. And I just couldn't believe it because I always tell my wife we don't bother nobody. We've been living here 12 years and we don't say how back. We just keep it go grin and bear. Come and go. And they called the police because I was playing some loud music and they don't speak. The other neighbor don't speak. And they told the police, ain't it an ordinance against rap music? The police was like, that's going to be an ordinance against one genre of music. And then I was like, see, that's exactly what I'm telling you, officer. It's 4:00 in there. He said, well, can you just turn it down? I said, what's the law? He said, well, 11 o'clock. He said, but be neighborly. I'm like, man, fuck them. Why would I be neighborly? They call the police on me for playing rap music, bro.
Right.
Like when they over there playing rock and roll, I don't say shit.
Yeah.
I grin and bear it. And so it's always one asshole that's gonna say something.
Yeah, it's
always one block captain. I call them block captains.
Yeah, but that night was cool because my daughter, for her going back to school party, she told all her friends for the party, if my daddy asked you to take a shot, you got to take a shot.
Right.
And I didn't know this at the time, so I'm asking everybody to take a shot, and everybody taking shots and shit. I done ran out of shot glasses. I don't ran out of shot glasses because they all taking shots and shit with me and stuff like that. I ain't know she did the shit. So just that right there was a blessing that my daughter would even try to find a way to include me.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
You said though. That the father you been to her, she embraced, she loved it.
Yeah.
And she wanted you to be when whatever she was having. Was she graduated or something, right?
Well, she going back to school to get her master's degree. So her master's degree is paid for, and she's a graduate assistant up at Western Michigan. and she takes care of the president's house and the event house.
Mm-hmm.
So she lives in the event house.
Mm-hmm.
So her room and board is paid for.
Oh, that's dope.
So
That's a
her
win.
yeah, her master's degree is paid for. Her room and board is paid for. She just got to be at school all year
I know
round.
you proud.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
you know what I'm saying.
Congratulations
So
for her too.
thank you.
And y'all, you had your birthday, and it was a picture of y'all, all black dudes, like about 5 of y'all in the picture.
Oh yeah, that was a surprise birthday party. My
For you.
girl threw. Yeah, my girl
And
threw
only
for me.
thing that I was happy about, all of y'all was dressed appropriately. Nobody had tight pants. Nobody didn't look like weird. Like I was like, now this a group of middle-aged black men that I could see that I love. That was amazing. I was like, yeah, that's dope. I'll be paying attention, bro.
Yeah.
Your podcast is really dope, and I share them, and people look at them, and so I'm glad. And like I said, this is therapy, and you're doing a damn good job.
Oh,
I think
thank
this
you.
one gonna be just as dope as the last one.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do
this was
too.
really dope one. I hope I didn't say nigga too much.
Oh,
Racist
man.
too much.
Nah, it is whatever it is.
Hey, we living in the
Yeah,
same world. They just
yeah.
don't want to admit it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you coming, man.
No doubt, bro. You already know, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so that's going to be, so make sure everybody hit subscribe, like, and put comments. And that's going to be a wrap for, Off the Clock.